Lothanep's little hut.
Yeah, I think we kept venturing out and we came upon a well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And a bold leader said, "We shall stand and fight this water elemental."
Yep, the inevitable water elemental Morgaxor that came out of the water because somebody found a gem in some rock and decided to grab at it, and Morgaxor was able to go through what can be assumed as like pipes or something to get to different spots of water, and tried to fight us. Took Seymour underwater for a little bit.
Those darn wells,
Trevor
those darn
dove
pipes.
in to get him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
And then
nice.
I think that's kind of all we did after like defeating him. We went down to the final like Witherroot Hall. Like that's where we're at. We haven't even opened the door yet.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you started to, you had the feared boar as well, and then you started to move down. What are the party currently looking for? Like, what's your objectives?
Well, we're looking for the Prismari. The Prismari mascot, the Grub mascot, and the Inkling, I believe. And we're also, like, Aegon's personally looking to see if Melwithorn and Urzmiktok are out here somewhere, because it all seems kind of creepy, and they know that the two of them are supposed to be here. But we have yet to see any of them, or either of them.
Indeed.
Here it comes.
And you also obviously still have the. Does that center us? Obviously, Spirit, you're a little away. I think that centers us there. Just to know about today's session. If you want to post some memes in reaction to what's going on, I want to try them in. I made a channel for it, and now I can't remember it. It's in role players, I think, or it's in the normal one. Where is it? Oh, there you go. It's this one. Because then I don't have so many memes in between the notes and the things that I post in this channel.
Seems silly.
Because then I can actually read notes and things that I need to, and also like session updates and stuff that I posted.
All those in favor of vetoing this? Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I will.
Army suppression.
I'm gonna make sure that I get a window capture for it, and hopefully. Then I can start showing the memes off. But yeah, just put it in there for now, and then that would be good if you don't mind. And I'll get something sorted soon. So anyway, you all are at Witherroot Hall. You moved over to the main building and opened the door there. As you've been there, though, Spirit, you have been with Javanesh. You've heard nothing about the party for some time now, and Javanesh has mostly just been talking to Lothanep and reassuring Lothanep that help is coming, whilst asking if you'd now and then nervously asking if you'd seen any Dragon's Guard or the like. What's Prospering been up to? Like, what have you been doing whilst you've been with Javanesh?
Prospering would have been very interested in the elemental whose name escapes me.
Right, you got really quiet for me. Is that just me or
What?
Did they get quiet for anyone else then?
They were kind of quiet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, give me a second.
Of course, Prospering would remember the single hair that has been woven into Sven's apron.
Mm-hmm.
This is correct.
Okay. Is this any better?
Yeah, I mean that's good. It's not going in and out like it was for me before.
Okay. Yes, of course he would remember the eerie token he had given you. So with remembering that, Prospering would have definitely had regular check-ins with you guys. Probably about every 15 to 30 minutes, depending. I don't know how long you guys have been gone. But occasionally.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just
probably about the
leave it
right
at that.
kind of time, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Maybe a bit longer, because they got locked in with some brackish trudges along the way.
And then from that, yeah, I mean, Prospering would have definitely been having a chat with Javanesh and the Elemental. Yes, from where he is at, I mean, he can see out in front of him to a certain distance. But I don't even think.
Well, what does your character want to do? You've been waiting for some time now. You don't know where the party is, what's happened to them, and would your character be getting concerned, or does Prospering believe that they're fine? Like, does he have like that much faith in them? How is he thinking and feeling?
No, he thinks the party would be fine.
Okay.
I mean, he's still like, there's always that like little bit of concern, no matter what.
Yeah.
Just because of always the what if. But he would trust that, I mean, if something really, really did go down, that they would contact him. And so what would have been like the last, I guess, kind of last update he would have gotten from the party?
So remember, you don't receive any messages from them.
Oh, that's right. I can only do it one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've heard nothing from them this entire time.
Okay, I'll have to read how that works.
I mean, we should be able to post it, right?
I'm reading it now.
Oh, just for the benefit of everyone. There's that, and there's that. Oh, that's not helpful at all. Good job, May. There's that. And or there's... Well, let me do the other part. Great. Why can't I post that to the chat?
So, you can do remote viewing with the token.
Is that one works? Yeah. Again, so you can see what's going on with them. They can't. What I'm trying to say is they can't do anything to you. So, what are you doing, Prospering? What's the plan? In the meta, this is your option to either join the party or just stay where you
are. He would. Okay, I think I fixed it.
I can hear you.
Okay. What? Like, Javanish is obviously being chased by the Dragon Guard. From the last time I remember, a few weeks ago. Did we have any idea that like somebody needed to stay with Javanish, or that it was a thing of, I think we're that we just need to find the rest of these mascots? Also, is that not the right meme channel?
No, it's the stream reactions one. That's what I had.
Okay. I just chose the first one that Figo chose, so I'm gonna blame him.
That's fine. No worries.
Wait, it's not. It's stream memes.
Stream reactions.
Stream reaction.
And so it's open to everyone,
I
so
did
everyone
post
can watch it and
the
post
meme.
it. Yeah, Thomas got it right. Thomas, take a point of inspiration.
Thank you. Thank you. I was listening.
Absolutely fuck off.
Can I use my inspiration to make Eric have like disadvantage?
Yeah, sure. If you, yeah, I'm down.
Thank you. Cool. Sort of collaboration I love.
But I think Prospering would join the party.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Well, I'll come back to you in a second, and I'll help you get. I'll help you get there in a second. Let's
Okay.
flip back to them for a moment. So. When you are... Come on. Sorry, folks. I'm like... It's just not working today. Get me to the chapter. No, it's not there. Here we go. So, the trunk of the enormous dead tree rises nearly 100 feet in the air. Near the ground, the wide trunk has been hollowed out and carved to form windows and spacious learning centres. Surrounding the tree is a wooden platform that overlooks the bog and walkways beyond. As you open the door, there is a creaking sound that kind of echoes dully off the wooden walls, and inside you see a darkened learning centre. There are some scrolls and papers that have been left on the table, and chairs are kind of aligned to all face the end of the room. Sven, obviously for you it's quite dark in here, but your light reaches kind of far enough into this place that you can see a door here and a door here. Aegon, for you, the room is a bit more well lit. There's in total you count 4 doors so far,
But no one inside.
but there doesn't seem to be anyone inside. And from your perception checks from beforehand, there was no sounds or kind of anything of note coming from this place.
I think we should go in. It seems like there's nobody in here. There might be an inkling or something hiding in here, though, if I had to guess.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay. As you step in, Prosperine, you've been, just to check up on them, you've used the remote viewing to see where they are, and you recognise that they are now stepping into Wilkroot Hall. This is not that far away from where you were travelling beforehand. You know it's directly to the west of you, or southwest from where you are, and you could reach it fairly easily as long as nothing accosts you on the way there.
Okay. Prospering turns to Javanesh. It looks like the rest of the gang has been making good progress. I don't think we've had any suspicion that the Dragon's Guard are close to finding this place. I'm gonna go help them, and we should be back shortly. If just for your knowledge, they are currently to the southwest of here. I don't know where else we're gonna move, but at least that would give you a general direction.
Okay, but I mean, I suppose the point of you staying beforehand was to make sure we had somebody to talk to the group should the Dragon's Guard come, but if it's been this long and they're not here yet, surely they're still after me. They're not the kind of people to just give this up. You don't think something's happened to them, do you? Not that I should be worried about Dragon's Guard, but...
I mean, I won't lie. It wouldn't surprise me.
Strixhaven's a pretty dangerous place, but I suppose we knew that when we signed up for it.
It's a little bit more dangerous than what my brothers and sisters told me.
Okay, good. I thought I was the only one. This place is a nightmare.
Yeah. I am surprised people are still sending their children here.
I don't know if this is what people expected from Strixhaven. It's making me think that, I don't know, something else is going on. But I think Lothenep and I can handle a fractal mascot and a statue mascot, but look, I'm not hoping to start a mascot crash. Find the other ones that you need and then come back to me, okay? I don't want to stay here too long. I've already been off campus for enough time. I don't know if the Dragon's Guard knew it was me or not, but, well. I'm just hoping because all of you lot are here, they're going to think it's one of your fault. I mean, you're always in so much trouble, so...
I mean, that would be a pretty good, pretty good way of thinking about it, yeah. And I think that, we could cover for you in... for the most part. I don't think there's anything here that we could necessarily get in trouble for at the moment.
Hope not. Okay, well, I'll see you in a bit then. Prospering, I'll move you over in a moment, like at the appropriate point. Sven and Aegon, Seymour and Dravarax, you all begin to move into the building at your own leisure. And as you do so, the old floorboards creak underneath your feet. You know that there are two sort of statues lining the door, and these statues seem to be of some old, strangely armored Dragon's Guard students. They, sorry, not Dragon's Guard students, Witherbloom students, lol. They, I don't know if it's weird to think that Witherbloom would have more of a... let me rethink this. The statues that stand around are obviously of Witherbloom students because they have the Witherbloom emblem on them, but they seem to be armored and almost guarding this place as if ready for battle. The armor is not actual armor, it's like carved out of wood, it looks like. But you would not expect them to... Like, this is a place of learning, and for students, it's strange that they... The statues seem out of place here.
I see.
There are 5 doors in total. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the head of the classroom is a desk. And yeah. What is your intent whilst you're here?
I would like to check out these books and various papers on the tables and the desk.
Okay.
So
you can go ahead and roll me an investigation with that. Dravrak, Seymour, and Aegon, what are you all up to?
Sorry, Sven is investigating what exactly?
Just the papers and books on the tables.
Papers and books, okay.
What was being studied, yeah.
Okay, I am, I guess, more interested in the statues at the moment.
Okay.
What time, like, how how am I trying to say this? How old do they look?
Go ahead and roll me a history check for both information about them and kind of getting a date on them.
Okay.
You can. What I'll say is I'm going to give you advantage because you've got proficiency in Weaver's tools here, and I'll explain why afterwards.
Oh.
Seymour and
that?
Aegon, what are y'all up to?
I'll take it.
Aegon's looking for any sign of a critter that has like chewed through some wood or anything of that nature that would be kind of a clear indication of a grub having wormed its way into this building.
Okay, I like that. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check with... yeah, go ahead and have advantage as well, because you're looking for a very specific thing. So I'm only going to give you information about that thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you also are quite attuned to what grub munching looks like. That almost sounded like a slur. And then see what you want to.
Jesus Christ.
I will look at the armor that lines the perimeter.
Okay, so you're doing that too. Go ahead and roll me a history check as well, please, then. Unfortunately, you won't have advantage with this one, but I might give you slightly different information depending on what you get.
See what happens.
Okie doke. So let's go through these things. I'm just... Give me a second. Okay. Okay, let me... I'm going to do the statues first, and then I'm going to come on to Aegon and Sven's things, if that's okay. So,
Smokes.
with the statues, both of you got a similar thing. I'm going to give you slightly different information. Dravrax, through your extensive knowledge of the fashions, you can see that the sort of style of the armor and the robes that they're wearing underneath comes from a time that is quite far into Strixhaven's past. You would date these to be around between 600 to 700 years old in terms of fashion, not the statues themselves. And they specifically come from around the western area of Erythia, which is the sort of peninsula / continent that Strixhaven is on.
Can you spell Erythia for me?
I can. ORRITHIA. ORRITHIA. This would be from the Durador or the Caerdoon region. So DORADUR. And then the Caerdoon region is KAERDOON. What strikes you as strange? No, that's the information that you get. Seymour. Witherbloom historically is about, as you know, kind of at least from your cousin, who is part of Witherbloom, is all about the use of kind of like forces of growth and life and renewal, and death and decay, and taking the life of things to power magic. But
There's a spell named for it. Yep.
yeah, exactly, with Bloom, indeed. But what strikes you about these statues is that you've been hearing recently that there was a time where the kind of theories of the Witherbloom College started off from... It's a magic of war initially, whereas the other forms, the other colleges might have had, like Lorehold was about keeping history, and Silverquill was about like, you know, the performative art, like speaking and knowledge. Prismari was about the more kind of artistic or elemental side of things. Witherbloom started off because it was both. The magic's focused on healing after injury during wars and stuff, during fighting, but also there is a darker side that kind of you've been looking into, whilst you've been studying, about their use of necrophying magics, poisons, and the like in aggressive warfare. This was something that often the Arik now are said to be using against people that you've read in the papers and stuff, and that the Dragon's Guard are trying to root out. And this looks like, strangely to you, working with the Dragon's Guard, the kind of armor they have isn't far off from the armor that the Dragon's Guard now wear. It seems like almost like a prototype of the armor that the Dragon's Guard wear, is what you notice. Even though it has the Witherbloom emblems on it.
Older model then, kind of.
Yeah.
Like modern still though, like still has.
Like, the Dragon's Guard armor looks archaic to you, so this wouldn't look like, it looks kind of nearly as modern as the Dragon's Guard armor is, because you can tell it's like it stems from that sort of thing. And Driverex, you'd get that information too, just that last bit of it looks like Dragon's Guard armor as well. So with those rolls, just hold on to that information for a second. Sven, you've been looking at what people have been studying here. Let me have a think about that. Generally, the kind of studies that have been here have been like observations about what's going on around the Wiltroot Hall area. There have been studies, like the recent thing that you can see scribbled down is comes from, it's like a log of what had been happening in an observation hut, and it's actually the observation hut that you've already been to, because it's the Brackish observation hut, and it talks of how like the trudges have been looking around for food, and with the influx of creatures that have been coming here, apparently attracted to the beacon, there's been like less of their the areas have been disturbed more, and so they've not been able to eat as much. So it's been talking about like them becoming a bit more hungry and the need to feed them more. It's a pretty sort of basic report, but kind of gives you some insight into how recently this was done. And again, as you're looking around for signs of a grub gnawing through this place, let me have a look. So unfortunately, the success of this roll is actually like anti-information almost.
No.
There is specifically nothing that has gone through here in quite some time. It looks to you like this place has at least had no classes for like a couple of days. Which is strange, because Wiltroot Hall, from your knowledge, being a Witherbloom student, should have at least had some traffic. But there seems to have been a distinct lack of things. You can see this from like the kind of like amount of dust there is on the floor. There's, with how many people coming in and out of here, there's usually, I guess, definitely signs of grubs around, because they chew on everything. And there's a distinct lack of that, I guess. There's not enough destruction almost from grubs that Witherbloom students might have had.
Grubs, you let me down.
The chairs and the tables have to be constantly replaced in this place, and it looks much, it looks like it's been one of the days of the refresh, but there's
Disappointing.
yeah.
But okay.
So, at this point, Prosperine, this is where you come back to the group. So I'm going to move you over now. Can you just close your eyes, Spirit, if you don't mind, because it does the thing where it doesn't drag and drop it, it moves you across the entire screen, and just on the off chance there's something, can I just...
Yeah, I got you. I'm closing my eyes.
Okay. And you can open them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my god, you guys wouldn't believe what's on the map.
Oh my god. Tell us everything.
Swamp Tarrasque.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's so cool.
Stop it.
Okay.
And did you see Trask?
All of a sudden, as you're in here and have been studying these things, Drovrax, you hear footsteps and a creaking approach. As you look up, you see Prospering there.
Well. The prodigal son returns. Oh, I'm using my paladin voice. Sorry. Hi, Prospering.
Prospering gets to everybody. He's like, guys, we're in trouble.
Trouble?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
Here
god.
in River
Oh,
City.
You're a stinker.
I mean, last time Javanesh and everything was good, we hadn't seen any Dragon's Guard. I didn't see any on my way here. I mean, I've been peeking in every once in a while through that lovely piece of hair that I gave you guys. And I mean, do we even know if the Dragon's Guard are after him anymore? Like, shouldn't they have arrived?
Hmm.
I mean, that's kind of a good point. I haven't heard or seen anything. And there's no mascots in here, I don't think. So, I'm not sure where to go next.
There are a few doors around the edges here.
I will say it did seem like Javanesh was getting pretty dodgy at this point. Thought he didn't. They didn't say specifically that they were gonna just like run, but it sounded like they were a little worried.
Well, I don't think he's gonna leave Lothan up, so we might have some time.
I'm gonna check this door here.
As you open that door, a Swamp Tarrasque pops out and attacks you.
Oh my god. Amazing.
There's a brass in there.
Inside, you
Quick,
see
grab
that
the
there
armor!
is a preparation room for what looks to be some food for grubs specifically. Also,
And not a
in
single
here.
grub
It
here.
smells so bad.
oh no, sorry, that's the wrong. Well, no, you know, there's room for grubs. No, that one is actually the herbal preparation rooms, and around there are a bunch of books and scrolls. It seems all about, like, you can easily see from some of the spines of the books, it's like herbal preparation 101 and basic guides on how to prepare herbs and poultices and potions.
Ooh, if I was ever needing to do some sneaky potion crafting, I should come back here.
It couldn't
I
hurt.
could probably hook you up at some point.
That's true, you've been studying them.
Yep.
You do see on the table, I will say, there is like a herbalism kit too that you note.
There you go.
I'm gonna open this
Somebody
bottom
just left
door.
that there?
Well, I mean, it says property of Strixhaven. It's just like, obviously, there's something they
okay.
use here. Again, as you open that room, you see that this looks to be generally a storage room. There is an altar here. It doesn't have anything on it. It's just like a stone altar.
Has it been used recently? Or is it like covered in dust?
It's not like covered in dust. It's kind of like the same as everything else in here. Just air's a bit stale. Looks like nothing's really been in and out of here for a couple of days. There's a web in the side of the room.
Nope.
That's a face spider.
Probably. Gonna just leave it there. Sorry, sir. Just enjoy your altar space. And what's behind door number 2?
That
No webs
is
in
the
here.
grub food preparation room. You know very well. There is a plethora of delicious foods in here that would be used to fill up the grubs before the Bloom students then consumes them for magic.
This is disheartening, but maybe I'll just grab a few snacks for the grub back home.
Okay.
Anybody find anything? I can't believe there's not a grub in here. There should be a grub fest in
I'm
here.
gonna
There's
poke
nobody
my
in
head
here.
in here.
Okay. As you go in there, you note that this is a sort of how do I don't want to call it a water room. It's like specifically where you would
Maybe it's a good rinse room. Like, labs often have, like, eye rinsing stations and things like that.
No, it's where, like, you can see around the room, Sven, there are these shallow vats of what look to be different. I don't know the words for this, so I'm going to just use, like, words I know, but it's not what I want. Like, alchemical vats. You can tell that basically these are used to prepare, like, mix the herbs and water and stuff together to, like, make potions and antitoxins. And there is also a cat apparently sleeping on a pillow next to where you are.
I would
Oh,
like
no,
to
it's a
investigate the cat.
How do you investigate the cat?
Don't investigate the cat.
I'm going to quietly crouch down and look at the sleeping cat and see if I notice anything strange about
What's
the
your
cat,
passive
anything off?
investigation? It's in brackets in grey or something. Next to it.
16.
As you look at the cat at first, you're like, oh, a cat. Then you notice, though it's breathing, this cat is definitely undead. As you look, you see that the lower half of its fur ebbs away into flesh and then bone, and it just seems to be curled up, sleeping.
Aww.
Beneath it, however, you know that there is a bit of a glass, the top of a glass vial sticking in.
I am going to reach for the vial and attempt to extract it quietly.
Okay. As soon as you start to reach, the cat opens one eye, and as you go to pull the vial, the cat moves both of its paws up to its head and turns on its back, offering its belly up to you.
Oh, I could cry.
You see part of
Oh.
its rib cage,
Oh.
and its little heart just beats.
And I'll say, hello, kitty. And I will reach out and I'm going to be really, really gentle because I'm not sure, like, how, if it's sensitive or how it feels. I'm just going to kind of, like, pet its tummy a little bit where its tummy used to be.
As you pet its tummy, it, like, reaches out to you and, like, starts to claw you but not attack you, like the kind of thing where it just sort of vaguely activates its hunter response but seems to be enjoying it and purrs.
And with my other hand, I'm gonna reach for the vial.
Okay. You know what these vials are. You find a vial of antitoxin.
Sick. And I'll turn to the group and say,
Make sure you add that to your sheet.
I found a kitty cat.
Did it eat a grub?
I do not know.
Well, I haven't found anything else that's particularly useful in here. I've got some snacks for the pest at home, but that's about it. Anybody else find anything that's like leads us any closer to getting out of here?
Are you all actively like looking for stuff, or like people just opening doors and having a general glance? Like, what's the intent here?
Has anyone looked over what's on the table here?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
No, like
just
Agan's
in
only
general.
like view is looking for the mascot so they can get
Okay.
out of here.
If you're looking for
yeah.
like anything deeper than just a general glance and quickly seeing if there's mascots or not, feel free to roll me an investigation check at this point, just for the sake of expediency.
Yeah, I would also like to look around at the other papers on the other tables, as well as the desk.
Check the waste bin too. Here.
No,
Wow.
that was
Seymour
on
is
an
always looking for
18.
trade secrets.
Did you say? Oh, investigation. Okay.
Yeah. Also, we have a viewer, and
Nope.
they're awesome, and they told me I meant distillation room, and I did, so that's great.
Thank you, random citizen.
Yeah, it's Sprigglebear. They just a note. Sprigglebear took my Spelljammer maps and then like printed them out onto like, I don't know if it was like plastic or something, or like some card or something, and then like layered them on top of each other because they're like different decks of this space fantasy ships that you could use for Spelljammer or something, and then like we're able to physically remove each layer as if it were like, I don't know, layers of a map. It was just cool. It was cool to see. So it's nice that my maps can be used physically.
Multimedia.
Yeah, it was cool. Sven, aside from what you've already found, you found nothing else. Prosperine, same with you. You're just like looking at this old-fashioned statue for now. Doesn't remind you of anything of home. I'm going to also just let you know as well, I think you're like from around Heavenfell, Prosperine, I'm going to say is where your family's probably from, which is the eastern side of Erythia, the continent. Well, middle, it's the central eastern side. Then that brings me to Drovrax. Whilst you're looking over with Seymour, Drovrax, you find another vial of antitoxin kind of on the table next to a small book about antitoxins. It seems like that's what they were discussing on the day. Sorry, that was Drovrax. Seymour, as you're looking around, you kind of begin to look underneath the desk and you find two other vials of something, and you see 2 potions of healing that you are able to acquire if you wish. And it just says like in case of emergencies. Okay. But you all feel like you've thoroughly investigated the place, even this room, which just seemingly has some like tree cutting tools and stuff.
Tree cutting tools. Hold on, go back to that. Where are these tree cutting tools?
Like general horticulture tools, just here. It's just over here.
Are we talking about like gardening or like
Yeah.
arborist tools? Like,
No,
are there
like-
axes?
Like things to cut off like trees from flowers, or like, I don't know. The thing where you like get a tree and then cut it in a certain way so that it can still grow when you splice it against another tree.
Okay, like
But not like
grafting.
chainsaw. Yeah, grafting, but like not like chainsaws or anything like that.
Oh, okay, fine. No chainsaws. Fine.
Sorry.
Okay. Couple healing potions. Drabrax, don't. I think Drabrax, you have the healing potions. Is that correct? Or was that Seymour who found them?
Rex has them. The ones that were on the desk.
Drabrax, you have the 2 healing potions. I have a vial of antitoxin.
And Drabrax also found another vial of antitoxin.
Oh, sick.
So you now have 2 vials of antitoxin and 2 healing potions.
And as I look up, is this just like one floor or?
Yeah, it's just at the hollow of a tree. It does go up like a fair bit, but there is like a ceiling, and there's nothing like hanging off the ceiling or no upside down swamp terrask.
Okay. Friends, as soon as we're done, has everyone had a turn petting the kitty cat? If so, then I believe that
So cute.
we are relatively close to Javanesh and Lothanep. Perhaps we should return so that I can give them this gem and we can see if it will work for Lothanep.
Oh. That sounds fine.
Works for everyone, then let's continue.
Have we opened this door here?
Yeah, everything's been opened at this point.
Yeah, that's where the phase spider lives.
Right.
Spicy.
Out we go then.
Okey smokes.
What a very good kitty. Goodbye.
Okay. As you all begin to
fine.
move out, you note that the night is darkening still, and the sounds of the swamp seem to go from the sounds of creatures at dusk to the sounds of creatures that would be more appropriate in the night. Bats flit about.
Close the doors on your way out, boys.
So where are you all hoping to go?
Well, I think we'll go straight east.
We're going back to Java.
Sorry, directly east.
Thank you.
Are we going back to find Javanash?
That's what I had suggested.
Okay.
You love the sound of the night insects. They're always looking
Hold
for each
up.
other.
Perhaps we should go this way?
Yeah.
Over the mangled brush.
No, there's a path. Oh, is that on
think that's
the
all
ground,
roads.
or is it or those tree branches?
Those are just tree branches above.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Some of them are on the ground, but it's not like, yeah. It's just parts of the tree. Easy to cross over and under. Do you see anything of note? Hold up a sec. Where's around? Nope. This just seems to be the walkway that's Prosperi and you went over. Just gonna move Prosperi, I think. AFK, so.
Alright, I'll just stay next to A again.
Hello, Lothanep.
So we're just going to travel along this path to the east and then go north. So if we encounter anything, just let us know.
1 second, don't move a sec.
Okay.
Swamp Tarrasque!
Again.
Oh
Knock, knock. Javanesh, Lothanep, I believe we have a gift for you.
Yes.
And I reach into my apron and pull out the gem. We encountered a very unfriendly water elemental that claimed that this was a that it was able to be held within this gem. Perhaps this is something that Lothanep can use to become more independent.
I don't know what Lothanep sounded like.
They were kind of squeaky.
Oh, hi. I'd like to take a look at that.
And I will hand it to... Would you like to take it, or would you like me to place it on something?
Oh, no, I can take it. And they reach out a watery sort of appendage.
I hand it to them, and then I do a little electricity sparkle in my hand.
Nice. As you hand it over to them, they sort of wrap themselves around it, taking them into their being. And bit by bit, you see the gem start to like sort of slowly turn. As it does so, they are able to reach out of the water and grow in size.
I really hope this gem doesn't make them evil.
Well,
bit by bit, they seem to, rather than just being a sort of like spout of water that was able to snake and move beforehand, they grow to quite a considerable size, and almost like they like grow these two arms and a body that kind of tapers down into the water, but then they begin to move across the stones and try and move out, and they are able to. It's working! This is great! I can move anywhere! Okay, now
We
where
did
do I
it.
go?
guess wherever you want.
Anywhere I
There's
want?
there's some open water to the north from here. You still are gonna want to stay out of sight of any faculty. We don't want them trying to capture you or anything again.
Okay, but will I see any of you again? Will you come and visit? I mean, do any of you study on the campus or the Witherbloom
Yeah,
campus?
Yeah, I'm part of Witherbloom, so you'll probably see me.
Oh, good. Okay. That's great. I don't have anything to give you back.
Well, I mean, you gave us the fractal. I feel like that was worthy enough, you know?
Okay, and I guess I'm not taking up the pool of water anymore, so Javanesh can stop worrying. Yes, thank you all so much. This is a much better compromise. I can finally get the water I need for the tavern.
Yeah, and if you see any more mascots running around, you could try to herd them a little bit closer to the school.
Okay, sure. I'll try. Hey, if you get in trouble anyway, I don't know if I'll be around, but always go to the water and maybe I'll be close enough by to help you.
Sounds good.
Thanks, folks. I'm gonna get out of here before I get any of you into more trouble. See ya.
Good luck.
And they begin to move off. Well, that was good. I can can now get the water I need, or anyone else can, from this place. I've been running sort of back and forth, telling Tulk and the other workers, no, let me do it. I enjoy going, etc., etc., and it has eaten up so much of my time.
It was a very good thing you did, Jervanesh.
I just worry that the Dragon's Guard are going to be able to work out it was me.
Maybe I can help. Maybe I can somehow get him off the scent. I don't know.
Hopefully. How many mascots did you find?
2.
Yeah,
Oh.
we've only managed 2 of them. We're missing the Inkling, the Grub, and the Prismari Elemental.
That's
Inklings are
3. Is there another one?
I guess
there
there could be
another
another double, potentially.
Oh dear.
Another Wondrix or another spirit statue. I don't.
Yeah.
Should I
we
stay
were-
here and look after these 2, or should I come with you?
Unless you have a way to find them easier, you should probably stay here with these 2.
I'm safe. Yeah.
Okay, but look, it's getting awfully late. Don't stay out too long, okay?
Guys, maybe we should just keep the mascots on us. You know, they're loyal companions.
Yeah, I
No,
just
they
don't want
won't.
any of them to get eaten by anything, you know?
It's
Fair.
been pretty safe here so far.
Yeah, I mean, if we leave them here, it's just like a collection basket, and you just have a point where we can come back to, I guess.
Javanesh seems immediately more at ease with the line of thinking that they might not have to go anywhere.
Not surprising.
As does the DM.
Well, no time like the present, everyone.
Let's roll. Let's keep going.
We haven't been to the western part of this campus yet, so we should probably just head on back the way we came and just keep going west, I guess.
Yeah, truthfully, you've really only done the northeast and like the very eastern part. The entire like center, apart from Wellroot Hall, on the western side of the map is something you've not touched. I'm gonna just get you all together a second.
Thank you.
Okay, so Drovrax, you're approaching there.
Yipper.
Obviously with the group and blah 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 blah. As you let's get this sorted. As you progress there, you kind of all, I'm just going to move you all, go toward the same place that you got the statue mascot from.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ba ba ba. Keep on the path.
Ba, ba,
Da-da-doo.
Yep. And you eventually make it back to the Wellroot Hall area. Do you see anything?
Technically far away from here, though I don't know if I'm supposed to see that.
Yeah,
or
you
not.
can see anything you're supposed to see. Anything you can see, you're supposed to see.
Dravrax points out some stuff
You
here.
guys. I wonder if the what species Aegon is nesting up there.
Dravrax calls out some probable Dragon's Guard here.
Yeah, standing in a clearing, seemingly bathed in a purple light, you see 2 Dragon's Guard.
What? No.
Where?
Yep, right here, everybody.
Where were they? Where?
Scroll out
Oh, okay, I
and
see.
then
Scroll
look
out.
out.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think they can see us from here, no?
Who knows what they can see?
They haven't looked up yet. They both seem to be discussing whatever's in front of them.
Yeah, what is in front of them?
Just tread over here.
I
Bones,
don't really know if we
saw.
want to find out.
We'll say
The magical aura around them?
again, because your vision's a bit better, I'm gonna say well, yeah, both of you have a good perception. Drovrax and Aegon, you recognize one of them They are the lieutenant that gave you the badges in Dapperwing Manor at the start of this term.
Oh, it's Badge Boy.
Oh dear. What is he doing here?
Nothing.
He's one
good.
of their higher ups.
Yeah, he's probably the highest Dragon's Guard you've met so far. And
Yeah,
again, their
thank you,
armor
Vivian.
doesn't seem to be a far cry away from the one that you saw on the statues.
Seem to be
Mm.
calling that out quite a bit.
Egg, I believe I see some. I see some kind of,
Reminding you.
some egg nest, some sort of nest.
Well, let's
up
do
in
our
those
best to
branches.
not disturb it, because I don't know what it is. If it's glowing purple, then yes, we'll take a look at it. If it's not, just leave it alone.
What's
Be
glowing
quiet.
purple?
Sven said I see an egg nest, and Egan was like, unless it's glowing purple, leave it alone.
Oh yeah, it's just a nest in the tree. I assume you mean that.
Yeah.
Okay,
All try and
I
roll me
think
a
we're
stealth
far
check,
enough-
please, if you're
Okay.
doing this
No!
across creaky wood boarding.
Oh man.
We're trying to avoid them. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Nice.
Do
my stealth is really good, guys.
Same.
Scale does not impose disadvantage, right? Medium or rough?
Mm,
I think it does. I think that's its downside.
Oh, it does?
Scale?
I think so.
Scale mail. Yeah, disadvantage on stealth check.
Okay, let me roll a second one. Let's see if it's worse. Okay, I can live with
Nice.
that. I can live with a 15.
Okay. Let me have a look at something. Lol, it'd help if I wrote that name correctly. Okay, so the DC was 16.
What?
Yup.
Hello?
The lieutenant looks up and squints and points to the private next to them. Noting that you can see them, they just gesture for you to come over.
Nope, not doing that.
Nope.
Keep going.
I just wave, hi, and then.
Yep, wave and keep walking.
You see the private start to move forward, as if to like try and come after you. But the lieutenant places his hand on the private's chest and just nods at you all, keeping the private back for a moment, and then shakes his head towards the private. There's definitely an exchange of words between them, but the lieutenant just seems to watch you for now.
I will expose myself.
Yes, I was just gonna... Seymour, why don't... Seymour, go ahead and wave at them.
Seymour literally almost like stepping like his father would. He steps out from the shadows, and then he
Okay.
just slowly raises one hand, like
Lu-
doesn't wave, but just is sort of almost in a stop motion, but more of a hi. You know?
Lieutenant Tristan nods at you and tries to beckon you to come over.
We'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Do you want us to come with you?
I
I
will
cannot control what you guys do.
I will accompany Seymour if
Let's not split the party!
Why don't you go?
Alright.
Then?
Fine.
Ugh.
You step off the walkway into the swampy mud and begin to trudge your way over.
Kristen, good evening.
Hello, Seymour. It's good to see you. What are you all doing out here tonight?
We had a bit of a mishap with some of the mascots and are trying to figure out if we can locate them. Of course, it's an inkling, so it's been very difficult to find.
I had
With it
heard
getting
reports
darker.
of a mascot game gone wrong. I was able to
Yeah.
talk to Sharpbeak. They said they'd sent you out here on an errand.
Yeah, so we're doing
That's
a bit of
us.
running around, exactly.
yes, we have succeeded in finding a couple of them. We are trying to stay safe while locating the mascots for Professor Sharpbeak.
As you, Tristan looks. This one's Tristan, by the way. Tristan looks behind you, Sven and Seymour, and gestures for the rest of you to come closer. We don't bite, you know. You're welcome to come closer.
I just don't like sinking into the mud. I'm very heavy. He says, like a little under his breath.
I'd rather not get my boots dirty, if that's all right.
You've come to the wrong place then, Prosperine, unfortunately.
I have stayed on the path, so...
Oh, well.
Not a bad idea.
Just be careful, there's a lot of things around. And he says this as he looks down, and there are a pile of bones, large bones, surrounding what looks to be a beacon of some sort.
What have you gotten yourself into over here? That looks interesting.
We've come to investigate the beacon. We were supposed to. And then looks at one of the privates. Help a student find their way out of here. It seems the dragon, this private here, and a couple of the other privates managed to chase a student into the Witherbloom campus, which is less than ideal this late at night, isn't it, Private? And the private looks rather sheepish. But it seems, thankfully, that if you lot are out here, maybe this isn't such a bad place after all. Although our beacon does seem to have picked up a fair few things. Sven, what's
they
your
look
passive
all
investigation?
dead. Sven is preoccupied at the moment.
Well, when they come back, let me know. Yes, there are a few things our beacon has caught. Unfortunately, it looks like the right things. Fortunately, it looks like the right things. And he kind of shows you some of their, like, one of the corpses of these creatures, and it definitely has the same ichor that you've seen before. Although it doesn't seem to be working as intended right now.
So wait, are these things like full dead? Are they like, are they like bone? Have they deteriorated that rapidly, or are they like freshly dead?
Combination thereof.
Okay. Can we tell what kind of creatures these things are?
Yeah, you see like the kind of scorpion creature that you fought before, one of those. You see some onkegs, some boars, stuff like that. Seemingly anything that would have been affected by the unguent. Sven, you with your sort of knowledge about everything that's been going on, you immediately see that the beacon has some strange material at the base of it. There is the larger pieces of chitin that you've been noticing. Definitely like the spiked sort of armor plating of a mage hunter sticking out from this pile. And as you get closer, you note that parts of it seem to have been embedded into the beacon.
Huh. Okay, so when you say embedded into the beacon, do I think that beacons are made of mage hunters, or that like
Wild.
Don't fucking say that.
the beacon has like absorbed it?
It's not made out of mage hunters.
But it's like melded into the beacon?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to clarify what you mean by embedded.
I guess the beacon almost looks like a... This is such a shit description, I do apologize. But like a unicorn horn sticking out the ground, where it's got like the sort of spiral going down it. And seemingly it looks to kind of pulse out this light. The light reminds you of the eerie purple light that the mage hunters usually have, and there is chitin that has been sort of embedded into parts of the spiral. And as you're looking at this, Tristan is looking at you looking at this.
Yeah, that was my follow-up.
Well, I'm looking at Tristan, looking at Sven, looking at this.
Well,
Insight.
the looking at Dravrak's looking at Tristan looking at Sven looking at this. Go ahead and roll me insight if you want to, that's fine.
Yes, I would like to.
That's fine.
Fuck off, game.
Oh, come on.
Oh, look, it moved it. It's a 13 now.
Lol. So, Dravrak's Tristan's helmet, kind of from where you're standing, occludes most of Tristan's face, but Sven, you know you're being read. Like, just as much as you're putting an insight check on Tristan's putting an insight check on you, basically.
And
Hate that.
I would like to say to Tristan, you know, they taught us in our classes that these things travel in pairs. Is that true?
What do you mean by these things, Sven?
Oh, the mage hunters.
And he breathes for a moment, and his shoulders, I guess, relax. So, I had heard you'd had some run-in with these before on one of your trips.
Which time?
Oh, yeah. You just had to toss that in.
Can I hear Sven from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can. It is definitely quieter. It would be helpful if you got closer.
Yeah.
If you want to do something immediately, otherwise I'll.
Oh, I was just gonna say on the word of Mage Hunter, like Prospering will, like, begin gingerly stepping into like the grassy areas to get closer.
Yes, when we went to the winter festival, we were attacked by a solitary mage hunter, and we were told that that was odd because they travel in pairs. It seems as though we were very lucky to have survived the encounter, and I'm assuming that that is one of those because it looks similar. Is that the case?
He looks at the beacon, looks to the private, and then looks back at you and says, yes, I believe this is the...
And can I continue getting any information from my crit insight?
Yeah, he's contemplating sort of what to say. He looks troubled.
Okay. Nice.
There is a sense of... Basically, you get a sense of suspicion from him about you. There is some... He's like trying to measure his words, but at the same time, the overwhelming... From his furrowed brow and glancing looks between you all, there is, first and foremost, a protective concern. And he says, I was hoping to deal with this as best I can, but I am worried that, well, for exactly the reasons you say, they do tend to move in pairs. They are, as far as I know, used by the Arik to... well, they work with the Arik, though I'm not really sure what the deal is there, and I have known that the Arik at least use their chitin to make their own items of some sort, but this beacon here has been tampered with, and I know the reports today where the Slard was moving across campus. With our investigations, we found that there was no ichor on the creature, no unguent used, so I can only assume that this has happened recently and somebody intentionally sabotaged that Slard so that it would act in a certain way. I'm telling you this because you're out here at night with potentially mage hunters moving around. They can sloth this chitin like a skin and use it to, well, much like with the items that the Arik use, manipulate things. I don't like the idea of any of you being out here, but we're trying to find a student that's got lost here. Have you seen anyone?
You two are the first people that we've run into.
Yeah, we're really just trying to look for these mascots. Have you seen any of them? Are they in that pile?
Oh God.
Oh, not the sweets.
The mascots are made out of magic. If they were here, they wouldn't be decaying. They'd either be gone or... No, I've not seen any mascots myself, but I've only just recently arrived when a private called for me, reporting this. You can see, like, he's trying to think through things, and...
Well, it'll help with their investigation. We did check by this the large classroom tree.
Yeah, there's no one in there.
I forget their exact locations, but there's a couple of research places in the northeast and along the eastern path. That's also where we've gone. So we have not been on the western part of this region. Perhaps the student is there.
Are you all okay? Have any of you been injured?
I have, yes, but standing, fine. We had to. Oh gosh, there are plant things moving around. A lot of plant things.
Yes,
that
we have.
like to eat.
We have run into some plant things.
Well, I imagine there'd be a lot of those around. Anything with the unguent or ichor on it?
I don't think so.
No, just general plant life that lives here.
No, perhaps that has all been collected here already.
Privates, start looking them over and offer them assistance if you can, please. And Lieutenant Tristan begins to move the sort of carapace out and collect it in a bag. The bag seems much smaller than the carapace should be to fit in it, but it seems to fit in it without issue.
Okay.
The private moves over to you, Seymour, and starts to try and administer some aid to you.
Lieutenant, do you know of any sources where we might learn more about these creatures? I think it would, seeing as that they're on campus and this is a learning institution after all, it might behoove us to understand a little bit more about them. Perhaps there's some suggested reading?
Sorry. Yeah, the private's going to go around and try and heal people first. I would be interested with talking with you. Look, I'm going to be more open about my suspicions than maybe is appropriate, but with what you've been through and with everything going on, +4, so that's 11, sorry, Trobrax.
Yep, I got it.
I would be interested in working with you through Seymour as a contact, if you would. There are mage hunters on campus, we cannot deny this. They have been tampering with the beacons in order to sow chaos, I believe. I think they're trying to make it look like someone on campus, or maybe even us, are causing this to happen with our beacons. The private calls Prospering and Aegon over to look over you both, whilst looking to Sven to offer some administer some help with your wounds. Do you allow them, Sven?
Yes.
At first, they seem perturbed by the idea that you're made out of metal, and they look to the lieutenant before offering this balm. It's this do you know those pots that body butter comes out of? It's big as that.
No, I don't know what body butter is.
Oh, okay. It's like a moisturizing cream for your body.
Okay.
And he dips his hand into that and then looks at your metal body, and if you allow him, he's going to start trying to administer it.
Yes.
The scrapes and tears where your body are begin to knit together. Seeming under this, and you can heal 14 hit points.
And seeing this, I will briefly explain to the private. It's really quite fascinating, some of the technology, but yes, I am actually able to heal in the same way that many biological beings are.
Something I should have said immediately, I do apologize. The smell of sulfur and decay is so strong here, it is very intense. This is what you've been smelling the entire time around this beacon. Apologies about that. That was something I definitely should have said earlier. Tristan says, I would be interested with some students working with the Dragon's Guard to keep an eye on this. I fear they are trying to disrupt the games, or there is some other Arik plot afoot. We have been here trying to keep people safe and investigate the Arik's work on campus. This unguent was definitely tampered with, as you are well aware, and that is what our investigations have been. However, the Dragon's Guard resources are thin right now. The difficulties that we are facing in Grumlet, there's a twinge from him there, and he stops himself, and then he continues and says, our resources are being spent elsewhere, and they have given me new recruits, he says, looking at the private, to try and work with. It has been difficult to effectively use Strixhaven as a training ground for the newest of the Dragon's Guard. I was a student here myself many years ago, and well, I'm glad I was able to come back and help, but I'm not sure that what we have on hand is enough without the help of the students and the faculty, but there seems to be a understandable distrust of the Dragon's Guard with the current confusing events going on elsewhere. Dravrax,
Yes,
I wouldn't go too far that way.
Uh-oh? What's that?
He points and says, activity that I saw there earlier. There are some burrows around there. Go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage, Dravrax, if you like.
Ankag? Land Pinchers?
Perception. 18.
Two things. First, you can see the burrows of Ankegs definitely around there, but you also smell ink.
Inkling mascot friend, where are you?
Sitting on all fours and going sniff, 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 sniff.
No.
I
Well,
gotta
it's-
follow my trunk. I'm sorry. There's a mascot around here.
You said ink?
Hold on, I'm coming with you.
Tristan continues to pull Chitin out.
I'll stay here though. Let me assist.
But nods for the private to go and assist you all.
I will aid the lieutenant while you guys continue forth.
As you try to aid the lieutenant, Seymour,
Here,
you
I'll
know
hold-
that like this chitin has been melded into this beacon, and you can see the purple like throbs of magic interacting with this beacon. It's definitely fucking up the beacon somehow. Like this has fully been tampered with. What's the strength for?
To see if Prospering could make that jump across that muddy gap.
Oh dear
Just
God.
testing themselves.
Now
Yeah,
he's
I
gonna
guess you make
another
it.
one.
Oh my days.
He's very determined not to step in this mud.
The
Oh no.
as you
Well, now you're in
so
the mud.
You got over here as you are about to jump. The private reaches over to you and does the following. And you begin to float off the ground, and they offer you their hand or shoulder to move with them if you wish. Don't want you getting yourself stuck in the mud.
You can ask for whatever you want.
Oh,
You can. I'll give you anything.
And Prospering will like put his hand on his shoulder to like walk with him or levitate with him.
and you feel like you can choose how high or low you go with the thing. Oh wait, actually that's them. Sorry, they like only put you like about half a foot off the ground just so you're don't have to walk on anything, but can easily move with them. Okay, as you all begin to move over, you immediately realize that there are large burrows here. But yeah, the smell of ink definitely is coming from across the bridge somewhere. The burrows like are all over this place.
Amazing. Draverex loves that. He goes.
Okay.
Ba-ba-boo. Let me know when I need another smell check.
You can smell fresh dirt, and the smell of that seemingly permeates this area as well as mixing with ink.
See anything on the floor? Any sort of like smear or something that it left behind?
Yes, let me look. It might have left some tracks around.
Oh god, sorry, I'm like not even trying to pause it. As you begin to look around, subtly, but with that perception check, the ground does begin to shift beneath you, and you realise the familiar feeling that you had in year
Oh,
one,
God.
as something
Oh,
large and under the ground begins to move toward you.
We studied them in school, and y'all still did this.
Well, we abandoned the mascot, or we, do this.
Yeah, we
Draverex-
needed the inkling.
Okay, you get to move to there before I'm going to have these things appear rapidly out of the
Things?
ground.
Things.
And
Awesome.
they burst out and try and snag at you.
Are we able to see all this?
Oh, fuck yeah, everything's going on.
And
Whilst all that's been happening over there is just that they've been picking out chitin, was there anything you wanted to happen before this happened? Like, Sven? Any questions you wanted to ask?
shit. Yeah, probably. I probably would have followed up with the lieutenant about learning more, and I would have agreed to talking with him more about what's happening. And then this happens, and then I'll yell out, let's go assist them.
I think one thing I want the lieutenant to say to both you and Seymour before this happens is, effectively, I don't know who on campus is doing this, both of you. But I know, unfortunately, that students and most likely faculty are involved. I don't know where
Shit.
you stand with this. I don't know what you've seen out here. I'm not going to interrogate and question you. I know you've had enough of that. But I gave you those badges for a reason, because I truly believe that I can help the people here, and especially help you. You're the kind of people that are going to get involved in things no matter what I say. Even when I say be careful, your friends right now are trudging over and investigating it. You're not going to be stopped by Dragon's Guard, so I may as well get on board. Just please trust that I want the best for you. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then looks over as the ant kegs burst out the ground and unsheathes the weapon.
Nice.
Ignore the art for things. Okay. Everyone roll initiative. What we're going to do is I'm going to take a break because I need it. We'll be back in 15 minutes, so at 22.
Okay.
And
Two
then
blade song, guys.
let's see what's going on. Right,
My fucking rolls today.
Yeah, we've all got real low ones for this.
You know, it is insane thematically accurate that we're a little bit slower than the others in the back, you know, being caught off guard. Like,
Oh yeah,
we were
no, I like that.
What's my excuse? Hang
you,
on.
You
All
took
right.
the crusher feat, and ever since.
No, I
Oh
have
my
not
fucking
ever
God.
since gotten a crit ever. I'm so mad about it.
It's
Oh
funny
my
'cause you
word.
said it, and then.
Yeah,
I'll be
honestly.
right back.
All right.
Okay.
Bing.
Hello.
Hi.
Understandable.
Be here. You point your Okay. Mm-hmm.
Green light.
Green light.
Green light.
Hi.
Green light.
So you all are rolling for initiative. So if you're not rolled for initiative already, go ahead and do so now. One thing I want to say is that as the fight starts, actually no, I'll save that. That's fine. Let's get on with it. So immediately, so all the ground is difficult terrain is what you need to know here as well. So that's a dash movement from Tristan. That's their turn. The lieutenant next to you looks over, sorry, the private next to you looks over to you, Prosperine, searching for an answer to an obvious question. Should they leave you or should they bring you with them? They're going to start moving, and if you hold on to them, you're going to be going with them. They look to be moving toward the ankegs.
No, Prospering would get nowhere near that.
Okay.
So I guess he's going in the mud.
They squeeze past you, Drovrax and Aegon. The bridge isn't difficult terrain, but everything else is, so they're able to just make it there. You're not in the mud, you're just floating above it still, but you won't be able to move anywhere.
Oh, that's right, I
is the
have
issue.
levitate. Ha. Excellent.
And the Dragon's Guard is going to try and... Wait, what? That's not how it's supposed to be. 1 second. That's how it's supposed to be. Ugh, 1 sec. I'll edit their thing to make sure they go in the right place. 1 sec. Okay. And they're gonna take their spear and attack the Ankeg. Actually, no, they do this instead. So get close. They take out the spear. They assume a defensive position, but then they throw out some magic against these two creatures.
Nice.
The creatures are bathed in a light, and yeah, in the meta fairy fire. But these creatures now bathed in light and seemingly easy for you to pinpoint and hit.
What color light? Because you have to choose.
It is a sickly green.
Ew.
Yeah, Drorax, you're up.
Dryrax is gonna move past A again here.
Okay.
And actually, since I don't really need to be like help.
So I will
actioning
say
right now.
to move there, you are going to have to squeeze just because there is not enough space to go across the bridge without doing so.
That's fine. I'm not moving any more than this, which I still have enough movement for.
Okay.
So I'll move there, and I think, yeah, Onkuks are serious enough. Dravix is going to use Emboldening Bond on.
Okay.
So
So you're no longer squeezing, just a heads up.
Yes, that is the hope. I will do A again, Prospering, and
This is Bless? Oh, Emboldening Bond, sorry.
this is Emboldening Bond, yeah.
Again, Prospering and
Can't actually get that far, so I guess...
the
Do I
trainee?
go myself or do I go the private? Ooh.
Yeah, the private.
Yeah, I will. I'll go with him.
That should not be the case either. I edited this and it's stuck. Okay, cool. That's your action? Anything else?
I cannot, unless I can do an intimidate check as a bonus action. No.
Cool. Prospering, you're up. You are floating and can't really move anywhere.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want. So Prospering will go ahead. I have to remember. That's right. I have no spells. Oh man. I can't remember, but I mean, you know, just going on the whole thing of not letting creatures heal themselves, he's gonna hit it with a chill touch.
Nice.
Roll with advantage.
Oh, shoot, I did not roll with advantage, but I will roll again. That one hits. Damage.
I should put some.
Okay.
Murder.
Need some murder music and need some targeting things. Cool. So 3 points necrotic. Nice. That seems to wither the chitin on this creature. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that is it.
Sven, you're going to be the next player up. Immediately, I'm going to roll a d4. One and even is Drorax. Odd is the. Okay, it's Drorax.
Wow.
Oh, fuck that! No, this thing would absolutely spray.
Oh, good.
I'd rather it not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need a saving throw from the trainee, Aegon, and Prospering. Private, sorry.
You all have a D4 if you need
Correct. What saving throw is this?
DC 13 dexterity saving throw, so you do have disadvantage, Aegon.
Yay!
it. Ew.
This is my second one, correct?
Correct.
That I've made? Okay, so I only have one more disadvantage roll.
Can I still dodge while I'm levitating?
You also have disadvantage. I don't know. It doesn't say anything in this spell, I don't think. I'm going to just double check it and then see where we are there.
Hell yes!
No, I think you're fine.
Woohoo! Okay.
Hell
That's
yes.
what I like to see.
It's so good.
Okay, so if you get a 13 or higher, you gotta.
Nice. It's 2 saves. How does the guy do? Don't forget to use your D4, Private.
Oh, they will.
Oh, just
Oh,
shut
no!
up.
Okay, so this is the damage that folks take. You'll take half of this. Oh dear.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
No, that's fun.
For God's sake. And then...
So is it 4 or 5? How do
Get rounds down.
Okay.
So that'd be 4. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's how it's always been.
Yeah.
Having a mental block. Okay, Sven, your turn.
Okay, I assume I'm in difficult terrain.
Yep. Absolutely,
move.
everything is difficult terrain.
Everything is difficult terrain.
Yep.
This whole place.
Yep. Apart from the walkways.
Alright, then I will move 15 feet through difficult terrain.
And Aegon, you're the next character to act.
He'll then Misty Step.
Nice, nice.
Here. And then I will cast Firebolt.
Okay.
I should have a +1 to this.
You also have advantage to attack.
Oh,
Crit
okay.
fish.
Yeah, I will crit fish.
Oh
Are
man!
you a champion fighter? Are you sure?
Go ahead and roll damage. Nice.
Good damage.
Hell
Good
yeah.
damage.
Hell yeah. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, good stuff. Aegon, you're up. Seema, you're the next player to act.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the one closest to me.
Oh my god, what's wrong with this?
And I have advantage on this, correct? Because
Yeah.
Fairy Fire?
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna hit it again.
Would you like to see?
I'm
Yep.
not going to change your roll, but I forgot that this is concentration, so I need to make a saving throw for the Dragon's Guard.
Okay.
Woof.
He makes it.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it again.
nice. Very nice.
Oh,
Nope.
Good stuff, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Seymour, you're up.
Okay, let's see. It is 90 feet casting. It is a 30-foot wall. Let's do wall of sand to blind these guys. See if I can let me post it. Bam.
Nice. Let's just have a look at that. So that's your last spell slot for level 3.
3. That's the last one. I have a level 1 spell slot left. Save more will also Blade Song. I will pull out my rapier. But he just like empties a bag of sand and the particles begin to drift towards you guys. And
Okay.
as the sand like flows and flies, it collects the bits and debris off of Prosperine as well. Since you are good and dry, and the wall of sand begins to like almost like a dust devil.
Okay. This does consume the ant kegs within this pretty much. It's 10 feet thick, so even Dravrox, I think there's no way that you can get this without affecting either Aegon in the private or Dravrox.
I would
Leave
hit
them-
Dravrox, so.
Yeah, hit me for sure.
Okay.
I don't need to see.
Yeah, I want to leave the walkway that they're all on as clear so that they can like have one square to get through the walkway. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of where the private's standing to be the clear.
Okay, so
spot.
those three things are blinded. So I'm confused here. It doesn't say it obscures the target or anything, but it says it blocks line of sight. So I'm just going to assume that means you can't see through it, but you can see into it, but it blinds the creatures in there. I think that's the only... Otherwise, it's
that's
just
right.
like, why not use fog cloud or something? That would be so bizarre. But it's an auto blind. So I'm gonna say you lot can see everything in there. They can't see out of it, and you
Okay,
can't see
perfect.
past it. It's like gonna block line of sight for you.
Yeah. So
Okay, let's do
Trevor
that.
disappears. Ah!
Yeah.
You can also use this as cover and you can pass through it. So, I think, right?
Yeah, slowly. You can pass through it.
Cool. With that in mind, then, it is now this Onkeg's turn. So this creature now blinded is going to. It does have. 1 second. You know what? Normally I would say that blinding these creatures wouldn't do anything, but specifically because it's a wall of sand, it actually really fucks them up. So that's great. Because they have tremor sense. I'm just going to tell you now.
Shit.
But because
I
it's
see what you
shifting
mean.
ground, it's like actually the perfect type of thing to mess up the vision.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yeah, they all of a sudden seem completely irate about this. They're going to try and spend their time getting out of it. You are all going to be able to get attacks of opportunity on them. As that one moves over here. It burrows under the ground to reappear again. So that means it completely leaves your area of movement. Only to then move again. That is its entire... Actually, no, it burrows in the ground and it vanishes, I'll say. Hold on, let me
So
just...
no attack of opportunity?
No, you will get an attack. You get an attack of
Oh.
opportunity for sure. Just trying to work something out. Yeah, I think it has to. Cool. Oh, in that case, where do I want to go then? So folks, just roll your attack rolls and I'll, if you're going to do one, Aegon and Dravrox.
No, Dravrox is not.
Is it advantaged?
Yeah.
Or no?
It is. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage. Okay, this thing, as its burrows, doesn't actually make it through and is deceased. At the start of the next round, Prosperine.
Yes.
It gives you a hug.
All of a
Excellent.
sudden, as you're
Uh-oh.
floating, you
Nar.
feel
Nar.
a tooth loosen
Arr.
itself from your mouth.
No.
And all of a sudden you hear a voice. And I'm going to let the cat in so you can wait for a second.
You can stew in that while I go and get my
I know, right?
cat. Enjoy.
Um,
You know, she hasn't been with us for a while, so it kind of makes sense.
Hello, dear. Save yourself a tooth and tell me something. Where are you right now?
I am in a swamp.
How vague, dear nephew. You're not near home or anywhere, are you?
I am in a swamp at home.
Do you mean Strixhaven, nephew, or home? I'm trying to help you here.
Strixhaven. Why would I be at home?
Good. Then you should be safe.
What?
Do you have? Can you tell me a little bit more? And do I need to be concerned?
I'm sure you'll hear about it soon enough.
All right.
I'm-
Is my family safe?
I can make sure of it if you like.
What will it cost me if you do?
A favor?
I'm not gonna have to get another eye, am I?
No. Agree and I'll help them. They'll be fine. Time really is of the essence here, nephew.
Are they gonna be in danger?
Yes.
Then I agree.
I'll speak to you soon. I hope you're well. And at the start of the round, we go back to it now.
Damn! I would have done the same thing, but damn!
So, all of a sudden, Tristan is going to try and leap forward. Actually, you know what? Tristan's got to get to there. And get out their crossbow and shoot. Advantage. 18 damage. This will look like a shit ton of damage. It probably. Oh wait, what the fuck?
Honestly, this fairy fire is coming in klooch.
I
Why
mean,
is that
really.
We have the actual Dragon's Guard here, people. The real ones.
They're real.
Yeah.
Okay. That is interesting. So that's 9 on that. Let's have a look a second. So that was the hand crossbow. I can't do anything with that. Dravarax, protect yourself. And they're going to use their magic to try and help you. All of a sudden, you can take the dodge action if you want, Dravarax, or the hide action.
Sure, I'll take a dodge.
Okay. You are now dodging. It is the private's turn. They are going to attack with their spear. Okay. Dravarax, it's your turn. Prospering on deck.
Alright, now that this Ankeg is going through it, and maybe saw his friend also fucking go through it, Dravex is going to try to, like using his trunk, and thaumaturgy to increase the sound of his voice. How much does it do that? Voice booms up to 3 times as loud.
Triple.
So he is trying. Go! Get away! Burrow under and save yourself. You don't need to be here.
Oh, fuck yeah. Go ahead and roll me intimidation with advantage. That I get what you're doing. That's really clever.
Alrighty.
Nice. Cool.
Hmm.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. You sense quickly this creature turning to shift away. Prosperine.
I mean, with Dravorax, I'm assuming I heard that, right?
Yeah.
Everyone did hear it.
Okay.
Jevonish might have heard that.
I will hold my action to cast Chill Touch if... I mean, I actually, I can't even see it. Can I?
You can. You can see the creature. It can't see you.
Gotcha.
You still have advantage to attack it.
Then I will hold my action to cast Chill Touch if it attacks one of the other party members or either the lieutenant or either one of the Dragon's Guard.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yep.
Sweet. The creature immediately starts to burrow away. Is anyone wanting to do anything? Sven?
No.
Aegon?
Nope.
Seymour?
I'm just gonna wait for an inkling, but I maintain concentration.
Okay, I'm gonna suspend combat here at this point. There seems to, like, a few moments pass and there seems to be no further movement or something. The burrow kind of lies empty. There is a rustling in the bushes where immediately a mascot pops up.
Hey!
As your booming voice echoes across the swamp. Few things happen.
Hey again. Grab him.
Grab him!
The Inkling mascot does start to try and run away, so we'll come to that in a second.
No!
No,
Then-
man, don't say that.
The lieutenant turns to you all and says, "Gosh, you really can handle yourselves, can't you? Look, I'm not sure how much you should be in here. There's an awful lot of..." And then stops and immediately looks to the trainee, placing his hand up to a metallic sort of earring thing that you've seen before that looks very much to be like a dragon's claw, but like a earpiece. And simply just says, "You're kidding." And then there is an immediate sort of look of distress upon the lieutenant's face. "There has been an incident. We have to go. I am going to request you leave here immediately. This place is as safe as it was before, but something has happened outside of Strixhaven that we need to respond to. Are you going to be okay making your own way out?"
Yeah, what?
We just fought
What's
an on
happening?
gig.
The Arik, as far as I understand, have launched an attack.
Oh, no.
We have to respond. I must go.
Please.
Sven,
Go.
think about what I said. I'd like to meet with you at some point in the near future. And they begin to try and make their way out. As they're walking away, and as the Inkling mascot is going, you hear 2 shouts in the distance coming from this area. The Dragon's Guard look behind as they've been walking off and look to your group. A moment passes.
We got him. Go.
Tristan just nods and continues to move away.
Gonna fight the good fight.
I'm gonna.
Let me know when I can dash.
Don't go.
Yeah, you can dash after the Inkling mascot if you want, or you can try and dash over to the screams. Either or.
Dravrex is gonna go for the screams because healing. But he points out the Inkling.
I got him. Go.
With that as well, like Prospering putting the pieces together, he actually. Wait, can I move? I can't move and levitate, can I? Can I drop it myself?
Oh no, it gets dropped like as they're leaving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Damn
That would be hilarious.
I'm floating away.
Prospering runs after Draverax. Draverax, can you cast Ascending?
I don't have the slots.
Damn it. And like Prospering would be running with you like side by side, and if you were to look at his face, he has like
1 sec.
a pretty extreme amount of anxiety on his face.
Okay, so that would have been.
Grab the
We
Inkling.
just abandoned the Inkling?
I grabbed the Inkling then.
Oh, okay. It's like, hello?
Okay, I'm going to put you a bit
I just
behind
can't actually pick it up,
Seymour,
you know?
just so that's...
That is where I'd like to be. Thank you.
Yeah, you get to there. Okay, so you have the Inkling. I'm going to say you took a small detour to get it, but...
You can get me as dirty as you'd like.
so it's
Sister. We're just
2.
happy that you're safe.
Sorry, I just need to work stuff out. The screaming continues. I'm going to just need to know how many rounds this is, so... 6. Okay, let's go. 1 second.
6 rounds.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
Yep, 3 for that. One.
Urzmatok, I like this guy.
So if I just take that as 3, that's...
So we got the Inkling, no problems.
Yeah, it was scared of the shout, but then calmed down as Seymour tried to approach it.
Good.
Okay.
They're my
so
preferred
that,
familiar type, so I like Inklings a lot.
And then...
I love that Spider-Man gift, Wyatt.
Okay, by the time you get within range of this slot, I'm going to say you get to... Of course, it would only move 1.
Oh my.
I don't know if what you can see, but okay. Effectively, 2 oozes seem to have brought themselves out and are like slowly covering Melwathorn and Urzmatok, who are screaming for their lives. I will actually say that probably that happened, so I'll give them back that, and then I'll have a go with this. Lol, didn't mean to hit Urzmatok. I will not do that.
Here, friend, I'll hit you with this briar.
Uninjured? What kind of fucking...
Give me a sec, I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we the only people in this school who know how to fight?
No, somebody
No.
can do like
Yes.
10
Rosa
D10.
Miffenbib can
Yeah.
fuck.
Well, yeah, she,
I'm gonna
yeah,
say
she
except for
can.
Rosie. She's a siege.
Rosie's the only one.
That bitch said, "Oh, save suck. How about save or die? How about that?"
Okay. And at this point, I'd like everyone to roll for combat, please.
Bruh.
How's that?
Unpause.
Are you kidding me? Welcome to the bottom of the
Honestly.
initiative again. Seriously.
I mean, really.
Two of the fastest
hear
characters in the
it.
party. Seriously.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Alright. Oh, is that a 0? I see a big red 0. Wow, it's like impressive.
Okay.
I were flat-footed,
not
a lot
fake.
of us.
A combat-based character.
No, that's not what I want. How do you do the stepped thing where you make a measurement turning a corner?
Control,
Okay.
click,
Control.
and then click again like that? You mean? Like, you control drag from your character so the line comes out, click where you want it to be, and then move again. Yeah, there you go.
And then space, you know.
So again, anything that's not the walkway is difficult terrain, just an FYI.
So do I have to take a step to the northeast, or can I go straight north? Directly
You can go straight north,
sorry.
that's fine. God, you made me say it. Wow. Homophobia. Okay, so Ozma talks up first. Belvathorn! No! And I'm
That's
gonna
so cool.
cast. You see a green energy begin to envelop Melbathorn. Prosperine, it's your turn.
Don't these two have beef with each other?
Yeah. But they're also
They're trying to work
they
it
do
out.
the same. They do the same shit too.
Yeah.
They like the same things, just in a different way.
First, Prospering just asks the group, can anybody send a message? Can anybody use sending? And then as he says that, he will then also target one of the oozes and cast Chill Touch on it.
Okay. Where your dark vision is,
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say you're disadvantaged in these. You can attack them, but it's like they're pretty obscured by what's going on.
Okay. Then I will move first.
Oh wait, you've got dark vision, don't you? But it's only up to a certain. Oh yeah, it's only up to a certain. Yeah, that's one number. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 6.
No.
Yeah, it is 60. Okay. Oh, sorry. So yes, I will move. There.
Cool.
Does that give me better vision?
Yeah,
or is
yeah,
it
you
still
can see them
here?
now. No, you're all good.
Okay.
By the way, you and A again should still have Emboldening Bond. The last 10
Heck
minutes.
yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been 6 rounds since then, so it's got 3 rounds left, I guess.
4. No, it's
Well, there
10
was-
minutes spent.
Oh, lol.
Not 1 minute. 10
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah, we're all good then. What the fuck is that? Why is that a reaction? Ooh, nice. Oh
And-
fuck! I just realised then. Okay, sorry. As you go forward to attack it, this should
Oh,
have happened as
no.
well.
Oh, just like,
Ray.
Rip.
Oh my god.
Y'all are dead.
You just see them split as you start to run towards them and shoot at one of them.
Do they get
Yeah.
smaller
The
though?
old-
Yeah,
old
yeah.
splitting ooze.
I'm on it.
Excellent.
That's not. This is bad. More of them to attack us, though.
They don't get smaller.
I I don't. Okay.
Because it
Love
means
that.
more effort for me. No, I'll do it now.
Oh, it means more effort. Okay. Fair, fair.
It's one of the few times this would be easier on Roll20. Okay. So Prosperine, you attacked one, you hit it, you did the damage to it. Nice. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. This creature is going to attack.
Arr.
Nar.
Oh god. Oh.
Milithorn gets whipped out. One of these creatures whips out a Milithorn that it's got in its clutch. These things are like consuming both of these students. So it was those, that one. Okay, now this one. It's gonna go for Erzmatok. No, it shouldn't be Melithon, should be Ers. Ignore that. Mother of God.
Give it back.
There we go. Now it is Sven's turn.
Move up here. And I'm gonna shoot an ooze with a firebolt.
Go for it. Hits. Nice. Tell me how that one goes down.
Fire an arrow made of pure fire just lands in the jelly and it sizzles and melts away.
Nice.
And then I'll use my second attack to shoot at the other one.
You don't get 2 attacks with cantrips.
No. Okay.
That's why it's double the damage die. You get the 2d10 instead of the 1d10.
I am done.
Nice. This one. Go attack Marathon. Hits. And then this one attacks.
Stop.
Nice.
Should have been with advantage. Whoops.
Why? Why is your AC 13, Erzmatok?
He's not wearing armor.
This is a
This is
sorcerer.
very bad. Seymour.
Hey, I wish I had not made a wall of sand. I wish I could just teleport my
But it
good
was so
friend.
good.
He's literally 90 feet away. I wish I could just be like, all right. Seymour will. Okay, with an increased movement due to the blade song, I'd like to bonus action blade song.
Okay.
And I believe that increases it by 10 foot. So let's go. Oops. Measure. Seymour's dashing since I'm further back. Here's 55. Or let me reset that. I'm gotta make sure I don't go off the dock, you know?
Does anyone respond to what Prosperine said, by the way?
What did Prosperine say?
I'd already
I think?
said I'm out of spell slots.
Okay, fair enough.
I
can only do really short range messages. I'm sorry. I will say.
Remember,
as I run
Aegon, you
by.
can fly. Just looking at what you're measuring now, I'm just reminding
Well, you told me I couldn't fly in this swamp because there's like overhang of trees and things, so it would still be difficult terrain.
It would be, yeah.
Otherwise,
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
would have been flying all over the
Yeah,
place.
fair enough. Yeah, I did say that. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm able to get there.
Is this bit difficult terrain right here?
Yeah.
This like okay.
How are you able to get there, Seymour?
I think I did that right. Because I have 35 normally, add 10 for Blade Song, 45. Multiply that by 2, that's 90.
Okay, but this part here is difficult terrain at least, so
I'm gonna get stuck back here then. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's your action.
Yeah, and then he cries out, guys, we're here to help. Come this
No,
way.
Marathon says, "Save Urzmatok. They've protected me."
Okay.
He
made a call. He made a
Try
call
again.
out. Get Urzmatok.
Okay, yeah. I think I can dash to this point.
Okay.
Whee! And then I guess I don't have anything that I can do, so that's...
So you dash with your action,
Yeah, that's the end of my turn, I think.
and then I think
Can
you
you
can
fly?
dash with your bonus action, can't you? Or have you done that already?
I
can-
that requires key point to do
you don't
that,
have any?
and I only have one left, and I'm using
Okay.
it sparingly, so
Okay.
I'll just end
You
there.
might be able to take some hits from them, though. You know.
Guess what route did you just take? Did you?
I went
fly
like
around?
up around the... No, I went up and around the path because flying is still difficult terrain.
Yeah, there's so many like twisting
I did not know
branches and
that.
stuff here, and trees
Totally
and
makes
bushes and
sense, yeah.
shrubbery. It would be a nightmare to put it all on the map. So
Yeah, so that's fine. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Melathorn is going to try and lash out with their vine. Oh, actually, I'm going to say I've done this. So that ooze dies, and when it does so, Melathorn takes the dying magic from it and is going to... Ah, fuck. Well, tries to lash out with the essence against it. But it doesn't seem to do anything. At which point, Melathorn is going to regain some hit points. And
He like grappled something.
yeah, they all are. They're restrained right now. With disadvantage. Ah, fuck. What is their AC? That hits!
Oh my god.
And kills that one. Ah! Get off of him! Dravrax, your turn.
Okay. Jarvis is gonna move. Okay, got it.
movement?
That's my movement. Oh god. Do I dash? Be in time to heal next round? Do I try to take one of them out and just hope? Let's see, what's the turn order? So, oh, that's right, I'm the very last, and then Urzmatok is able to go and Prospering.
Foreverx doesn't know what initiative order is. I'm sorry.
No, well, I
Hey,
got
this is
that,
just
but-
Vigo thinking out, I believe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just like, if order of operations like our turn order.
Well,
I
it's just
think you're
deciding
good.
if I need to get close enough to heal, or if I just need to get close enough to hit them.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay,
And I'm,
I gotcha.
Yeah, I think Dravrax sees that this is pretty fucking bad, and that these are
Mhm.
oozes, and doesn't want them to go
We've
down. So
seen
he
what
is
oozes
going
can
to
do.
target the closer one between Erzmuktak and Melathorn. And ooh, that gonna work? Maybe I'll go with. I feel like necrotic damage will be fine. Yeah, I will do Toll the Dead. Come on, big money, big damage right there. Yes.
Nice.
Oh.
Tell me how it goes down.
Dreverex takes out his little bell as always, and it's just like, get away! And a shockwave goes toward it, but instead of it being like thunderous, it just withers as like the waves of energy hit it. It just withers it
Nice.
into the ground.
It's like the reverse of a Tibetan singing bowl sort of thing. At the end of your turn, the pools either side of you, Aegon, are wobbling, and from them rise two masses
How
of
could you do
these ochre
this?
creatures. Is that one count? This one begins to move over to you two. And Aegon is even.
Suspicious. Is this considered a missile?
Nope.
Damn it! I've never gotten to use this.
No, you haven't.
I'll shoot some arrows at you.
Your AC is 15, so that's a
Yeah,
hit.
it is.
16 points of damage.
Ow.
Erzmatok is going to heal.
Say he shouldn't
Until
be
I can.
restrained anymore, I don't think.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not letting me take it off, but... Oh my god. Thank you. Oh my god! Rude.
Rude.
Wow.
Now that thanks for getting me free. And then you see them all of a sudden begin to Erzmatok literally starts to turn into a mass of plants and shadow. Strange vines come out of Erzmatok's skin as he weaves a protective shield of vine, plants and bark around them.
Well, that's
Um,
nifty.
And then is going to whip out at this creature.
Yes.
Hits. And is able to take it down.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Prosperine, you're up.
Oh man. Alright, well, gonna attack that one. Ugh. Last time I attacked it, it exploded. Like,
What kind of damage was the explosion?
Prosperine's was necrotic, but just before that, Melathorn had whipped out with a vine whip.
So I think it was the physical stuff that moved, that broke
Yeah,
it.
it was splitting as Prosperine was attacking, like as the missile was going through the air.
Okay.
Well, I don't really have anything else to do here, so I'm just gonna attack it
Nice.
Yep.
with a firebolt.
Go for it. Nice. Go ahead and do damage. Awesome! Look at that. That's some good damage. Hell yeah. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Sven, you're up, and Seymour, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to this slime,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna punch it.
Do so. Make sure you target it first. Okay. Nice. Nice.
And I'm gonna punch it again.
Nice. Nice.
Incredible hit.
Hell yeah.
Aegon, perhaps you should take a step back.
At the end of your
Then my
turn.
turn.
Nice.
Are the Thunder
Seymour, you're up, and Aegon, you're on deck.
The Thunder Gauntlets are concentration, or they use thunder like shock
Nope.
and grasp.
They're not concentration.
But they use shock and grasp so that we can move away.
No, so what they do is they mean that if it doesn't attack Sven, then it has disadvantage to attack anyone else right now.
Yeah, it has disadvantage.
Better. Okay, that's cool. I think I can work with this. So Seymour will.
Kind of is like shocking grasp in a way.
Oh shit, they're not near each other. I will pop a booming blade on
Okay.
it. Let me target it correctly. Alt, and then where's all my cheats? None of my cheat pop-ups are present right now for some reason. I have to I just got to hit with the rapier.
Okay.
Okay, good. 21 to hit. And then I will trigger the damage. Alright, 10 damage. And Booming Blade takes effect as well.
Okay.
Does the split cause Booming Blade?
No.
Come on, Ben.
No.
So I can't use... Sorry, I'm just going to drop the template since it appears, automatically.
That's fine.
I just threw it out of the way because it's a pain in the ass.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That should do it. Do you want me to trigger the damage now so you have the number, or just wait?
No, just wait. Thank you.
Okay.
Honestly, never put the template down. I know you have this time, but just never do it.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Aegon, you're up.
Gonna hit it.
I want to put my template down, Benj.
I targeted it. Did that do it?
Yeah, I don't know why. Some of them are being
Oh, that was
odd.
weird.
I used all of my movement to step away. 5 foot of move, or just 5 foot.
Oh, it will definitely try and attack you.
That's the disengage, though. I think you could, can't you? 5. Use all your
No,
movement.
that's either in Pathfinder or 4E. You can't do that in. You gonna stay where you are then?
I stay right where I am. I
Okay.
trust Sven's cool of the gauntlets to.
Aegon, yeah,
Gonna hit it again.
nice. Okay, keep
Okay.
going.
Did it do
It
it?
hits, yeah. The AC's 8 just to make it
Oh, okay. Cool.
easy. Nice. How do you take it down?
Just squish it. Just squish it, squash, and it just melts into a puddle on the floor. And then I will move to the platform.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Marathon is gonna heal for 5. And also whip out with the vine. Hits. Okay. I just need it on the board, but okay. After Melthorn is then going to move backwards to
Good.
stand by Esmatok. Can be 5 feet more, but they want Esmatok behind them. This creature's turn gets to there. Yep, that's as far as it can go. And tries to hit out at you, Seymour. A 19.
It's gonna hit me.
Nice. This strange pseudopod reaches out of it and tries to cover you, pulling it towards it. 12 points of damage, please. I don't know why it's not automatically doing it.
12 points, okay.
This one just moves there, but can't actually get anywhere. Ravarax. I don't know why your initiative's not come up, but apparently you're last anyway.
Hey.
Oh, because you were literally at 0, I think.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, does somebody know how to drop concentration manually?
Yeah, you just decide to. What do you mean remove the thing from your token?
In our game, it's still going. Oh, okay, is that all I gotta do? Thank you.
That's all right.
I think
Right click. Oh, I didn't.
Trevor will end up moving here. And I'm gonna try to heal when everyone is together. So he will rinse and repeat and see if he can take the one that just hit Seymour out.
Okay.
It should proc a save.
Nice. Tell me how that one goes down.
Same thing. The waves of energy, like just barely noticeable, as they go by people, just wither this thing into even more gelatinous
Awesome.
substance.
Cool. And this one is going to try and attack Sven. Holy shit. That hits, I believe.
It does.
Oh my god, I actually hit Sven. Back to the top of the round. Esmatok is going to heal. And... what was that thing? That noise? And... going to whip out. Hits.
Who said that?
Esmatok.
Oh, okay.
That thing is gone. Prosperine.
All right, well, seeing as there is only one left, there's only one thing to do, but hit it with a firebolt.
Hits. Damage. Tell me how you take the last one down.
It worked.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, he just simply hits it with a firebolt, just right into it.
Very nice. And with that, combat is over. There's some...
Melthorn, Earthspectalk, everyone, come over by me.
Okay, where are these things?
Seymour, come back.
They try and get to the platform and seemingly are able to.
Okay, now that I can be within 5 feet of Prospering, everyone, please.
What are we doing gathering around for a prayer? We should get out of here.
Yeah, we're gathering around for a prayer. It's gonna take 6 seconds, bub.
Okay. You see, he's just like. To be fair, right now he is a mass of vines and bark.
Yeah.
This is fancier, Smektok. I've never seen this.
Remember last year? Or, wait, it was my first year when I showed you the potions I'd been working on. Gives like a look to Melithorn.
Yep.
Now I became the vines.
You certainly did, bud.
Okay, every single person who is hurt gets 9 health back
Thank
to
you.
them.
Guys,
Nice.
there was I don't know I don't know how long you two have been here, but there was word of an rake attack just very recently.
On campus?
No, outside, but
We heard a roar
We-
or something, and then all of a sudden those things attacked.
That was Dravarax.
Oh.
yeah.
Trunked.
We need to go. We need Prospering, right? We need to go.
Why are you even out here
I need
anyway?
to check on my family.
We'll talk to you about that later.
Hey.
I'll tell you as we're running. We were gathering some familiars. There was all the familiars got mixed up into one like giant conglomerated like monster. And we fought that, but there were also a bunch of baby familiars, such as this inkling here.
Oh, we found one of those.
You found really? We're still
Yeah.
missing a couple. I think 1, 2 more.
And
More.
I think I saw one in the hut to the north.
You guys keep going. I'll catch up. I'm fast.
You
Here,
lots.
I'll.
What?
Stamor, I'll go with you. We can loop back and grab the ones from Javanesh as well.
Okay, so
No one goes
Seymour
alone.
And Dravrax, you two are going there. I think Melithorn's going to want to go with you.
Okay.
Not letting you go alone, not after you've helped us out. I'm going to be okay. And you slowly see, like, their wounds knit together.
Never expected to see you two together.
And make sure
It's
you add
very
that 9
strong
HP though.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, A again. So I see your poor health bar.
What is Aegon adding?
And
9
you should Sven as
HP.
well, if you haven't already.
9 HP to both of us.
Nice.
Okay, so just we can like expedite this. So Dravrax
Yeah.
and Seymour are going north to try and find at least one of the mascots. Aegon, where are you going?
Just might not be back yet.
Yeah, no, I'm back. I just got
Oh,
just settled down. Okay, so where are we? Are we splitting? What is happening?
Yeah, so Prospering wants to go back back to the campus, I believe. While Dravrax and Seymour want to go and get the last mascot that one of the last mascots that they've heard of, so they know the one's to the north.
It should be the last one.
Okay, I'll come with the mascot team.
You needed 6, so you've got 2 from
The last one's the grub, I think.
Javanesh, 1 inkling, and then there's so you've got 3 so far, so you're missing 3 currently.
Jeez.
Yeah. Okay, so Prospering, are you just returning to campus? Sven, where are you going?
I will join.
Does Prospering have Urzmuk talk to go with?
Yeah, Esmataki is offering to go with Prospering, but it's up to Prospering. I still haven't heard what Spirit's doing.
Yeah. So does Prospering know if there is anybody that could instantly get a message to like his mom or his dad?
Caltea.
But I don't. Can I contact her?
I don't know. I mean, she's there's she's watching you, or she has you in mind right now. So whether she's still doing that or not.
So because Prospering doesn't know anybody that would know either his mom or his dad.
I mean, there would be, I guess, Sharpbeak. They've literally contacted your parents before.
True. Prospering will first try just reaching out to Caltea and asks, I need to know that they're safe.
You do hear a response, and she just simply says, I have them, nephew, don't you worry. I've never had to play dress up like this before.
Just remember your promise.
They're safe.
And that's all Prospering will say. And then he will actually call out to the rest of the party. Guys, I've decided to come with. I think my family should be safe.
Oh, if you're sure, okay. We really should be heading back soon. Just grab this last one from the hut. I don't know if we'll have time to look for another.
We'll link up with, well, Mel, actually, Javernesh is out here.
Okay. Go ahead. Let's do like this. We can expedite this if you want. I'm going to ask everyone to... everyone tell me, one by one we're going to go down the list in Discord, and tell me what you're doing to try and quickly find a mascot over like a period of the next 20 minutes or something. Whilst like going around and returning to Javernesh. So tell me which direction you're going in and what you're doing to look for a mascot. So we say, I'll say that you all go north and you all go into the with the Bloom Art Hut, and you easily find the mascot there.
Lovely.
1 second.
Which one do we find?
The Prismari one. The art sculpture mascot. Art elemental even, sorry. Okay. From there, I'm going to ask what each of you are doing, where each of you go. Are you going north or south, or where, Jess?
I will. I guess the furthest.
No one's
I'll
been
continue
southwest,
north,
and no one's been northwest either.
Okay, then I'll do northwest first because that's where we're closest to, and just looking for any particular signs that relate specifically to grub activity, like gnawed branches or
Nice.
tiny burrows or anything like that.
Are you
that I'm
taking
familiar
any
with.
NPCs with you to help?
Elthorn would be good for that.
Yeah, Melwithorn probably if he wants to.
Okay, so you're Melithon. I'm going to move you out. You go north. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this. I know that seems silly, but
No, that's
here we
probably
go.
for the best.
Cool.
Huh. Okay, you do find the mascot and you see it burrowing. but it stands. Sorry, you see it like munching on a tree, seemingly oblivious to the two giant elks that are locked, have their horns locked together, and are fighting one another. You have the choice of trying to get it and disturbing them, or moving on.
Yeah, I'll try to grab it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a stealth check, please. Melithorn will give you advantage. Yeah. Melithorn will sort of start to use Druidcraft to run distraction. Yeah, you're able to go to past them and get it, and get back with that in hand. So just gotta leave you lot there for a second. Standing outside as Matok looks as those two go. I think Aegon found another one. What are you lot doing now? We should get back if things are going down. Where are you going to?
That was the last one, right?
Nope, there are. There's one more.
Oh, that was the north one. Okay. I'm gonna try to I guess go south. And call out to it. I was able to disturb one before. Maybe it'll come if I keep calling to it with thaumaturgy.
Should I go with Aegon and try and hook it with Javanesh and meet you at the south entrance, or what? Says to all of you remaining in the hut.
A couple of y'all should go over to Javanesh and we can all link up south. That sounds good. Whoever wants to come with me to go south, let me know.
I'll say the rest of you remaining, if just for ease sake. Is anyone not wanting to go south, or can I just have you all go south and I'll have?
Go ahead. Green light.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So Aegon and NPCs, I'll take you all over to Javanesh. Right, so the rest of you are now trying to find the trail of where this other one might be. Go ahead, Dravarax, and roll me a perception check to begin to follow your nose and see where we can go with that. The DC for all of this is going to be 13. Nice. You are able to, distinctly that there's nothing around you right now. However, in the confusion and when you finally got the ink mascot, there was a large smell of, when you freshly cut grass?
Very well.
The vegetation smell. That was mixed in with the ink smell. And now that you're looking for it, you recognize that that's the same smell that you often get from Aegon's mascot after they've been ravenously eating at large troves of vegetation. And that was coming from where near the Inkling was. So I'm going to move you all to that. It takes some time to start moving down there, but you do eventually make your way, and the smell does seem to be coming due south from this area. So that's Dravarax. Seymour, what are you doing next? You see directly south to you there's a hut, a bridge over a small pond, and you can see disturbed vegetation all around this area. And the door to the hut does seem to be open. There are also some glowing mushrooms to this area.
I will ask the baby Inkling if it will stay with me, but
Yeah.
keep your eye out for your friends, and
It
it
does
can
say.
even help us look.
Okay, so you're going to try and get that one to investigate for you? Now, so you
but
can get
I don't-
advantage on an investigation check.
Hell yeah, I'll do that. Investigate. Advantage.
With the door open and large trails of vegetation going into the hut, you can easily deduce that whatever the mascot was doing, it probably went into there. As you head on over and get in front of the hut, you see, however, though, that the massive vegetation abruptly stops and damage to the wood on the inside can be seen as it burrows in the hut from like where the wood has been eaten.
Wow.
Splay out in front of you.
It looks like a plant growth potion or something got dropped here. Jeez.
After that, it's Spirit's turn. What are you doing to try and find this mascot?
You check the roots. Maybe it's hiding amongst the large trunks. Or near the rotting floor.
Yeah, I mean, can I investigate or use perception to see if there are any places that look like they've been chewed on?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll either.
All right.
As you look around, there is a bunch of like vegetation that's seemingly pressed up right against the base of this thing that looks like it's been forcefully pulled through as much as possible. But aside from that, you're not really sure what else
Cool.
is going on here. There's some like holes in the wood of the actual place, but there's like a lot of them. This hut is on like slightly off the ground with like a border of wood around it that seems to have any gaps in it have vegetation pulled into it.
Gotcha.
Mascots eat?
The pests ones do. That's all they do.
We don't know which one we're looking for, though, do we?
As I said, there's the smell of like that reminded you of Jess's Aegon's mascot.
Okay. Can I take some just like rations out? And let's go. Here, pesty. Tasty morsels.
It's Wyatt's turn, but I'm sure you.
Okay.
If
Sorry.
you want. That's all good. Wyatt, do you want to do anything or?
I will help Draverax.
Okay, go ahead, Dravrax, and roll me animal handling with advantage.
Oh, animal handling. I was hoping for persuasion, but that makes sense. Yes, sir. Woo!
And that's enough. Immediately, you hear breaking of wood and roughage as the mascot leaps out toward the offered rations, and you manage to find it. Okay. Eventually, after apparently having collected all the mascots, you all meet at the south entrance to the swamp, with the foreboding feeling that once you leave this place, the world that you left behind will not be quite the same again. You make your way from the Wiltroot Witherbloom campus and onto the main campus. And the closer and closer you get to campus, the more you can hear distant sounds of shouting, and then the closer you get, sobbing, and then the closer you get, muffled confusion and whispers as you pass through central campus, and students seem to be congregated all around, wondering about what is going on.
We see any of our friends?
Yeah, I mean, the majority of the NPC students that you know all around here, and seemingly over by Xantha, you see Sharpbeak talking with Xantha, Rosie, and Nora.
think Dravrex just walks up to try to listen in on what they're saying.
I think Grayson's there as well. With Grayson, they all seem to be comforting Grayson, who seems to be sat down with his head in his hands. And Sharpbeak says, I'm sure we'll find some news soon. I've not been able to get a response from them just yet, but we will. Don't worry. You're in there. We'll get you information about them as soon as possible. Okay, Grayson? It's just the first report so far.
What's going on?
Oh, Prosperine. Are you all okay?
We're fine. What's going on?
Gives you a look over. And there's been an attack on Heavenfell. Apparently the operations from Grumlet have spilled out to the north. It looks like, just so you've got a map of kind of what I'm talking about. I'll put it in roleplay. So Grumlet is where the issues have been so far. Chimneycombe is that line of white mountains that you see in the middle. Grumlet's to the right of that, and Heavenfell is to the north. You're from you, Talana, Grayson, Quintilius are all from the Heavenfell sort of area. And apparently that's what's been attacked so far. We've got the Dragon's Guard from campus have been called to go there, so they'll be busy for a moment. In the meantime, I'm trying to contact parents. Would you like me to reach out to your folks? I have a bit of magic still.
They're fine.
Oh, you've been able to contact them?
Conserve your energies.
I've been in contact with somebody to know that they're fine.
Okay, that's good to know. I'm pleased to hear it. Have you heard any other information? Any of yous?
No, is there did this get leaked in like a newspaper or something, or where are we hearing this?
I was told this by Top Dan. Jadzi actually brought it to our attention, but seemingly the Dragon's Guard had to, a lot of them had to remove themselves from campus immediately.
Yeah, we were with the couple when the message came in.
Oh, yes, I asked Lieutenant Tristan to keep an eye out for you. They said they were going to go investigate what happened with the mascots, and apparently they were trying to search for a student.
We ended up seeing them, and they ended up helping us.
She looks
Dravrex
over
holds up
to
at
Melathon,
least.
Javanesh, and Erzmatok behind you. And then back
Great
to you,
team.
Dravrex.
Dravrex is at least holding up holding one in each arm.
Nice.
The Spirit Statue and the Prismari one. Where do you want these? We got.
Bless your souls. I know it's not worth thinking about right now, but this was very helpful. Thank you. I'll make sure you are repaid in kind. If you could take those and take them back to Dapplewing Manor, I'd appreciate that. Or Nora, you can sort that out, right? Yeah, that's no problem. Are you okay again?
Do you want the long or the short answer?
Up to you. I've got I can
I'm
get
fine.
you
Do you
some
need help?
healing though if you need anything.
It's just a scratch.
And Sharpbeak then kind of approaches your group, looking over to the others to just keep an eye on Grayson for a moment, and says, I believe this is yours. Hands you over the dwarven belt. And Rosie's asked if I saw you first to give it, but we've all been here anyway. And here, and she gives you a letter that's sealed, and she says, I'm owed a favour by Fane, so I've written him a letter here for you to redeem an item from the shop if you want. It's any magic item that you like, up to a certain value, obviously. I'm sure he'll have stipulations, but this is what I can cover at least. He offered it to me after I worked with him on some stuff, so I'm repaying it in kind to you. If there's any problems though, let me know. With that all sorted, Prospering. All I know so far is that they say there's been an attack on Heavenfell, and seemingly... one second, sorry, I need the name of something. I think it's Belladros. Yep, Belladros, the Foundry dragon Belladros with a bloom has been at the scene, so that should at least control some of what's going on, but also maybe is we'll know more soon, I'm sure.
Looking around, does Prospering see Talana anywhere?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. Yes. You see Talana, who is seemingly not in main view of everyone else. She's having what seems to be a stern conversation with... Sorry, I need names a second. Quintilius and Rabina. Off to the side. Oh, and Mina. Quintilius, Rabina, and Mina. They seem to be talking amongst themselves. Just slightly behind one of the corners of a building, to one of the lecture theaters.
Okay. Not seeing her in distress at the moment.
She seems pissed off. She's distressed in terms of anger, but she's not sad or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Prospering will clock that, but stay with the group.
Cool. But you're all okay, right? There's nothing immediately you need.
No, we made it back in one piece. We're fine.
Okay.
Look,
A little tired, perhaps.
I think you should all go and rest, if you can. We're going to keep everyone appraised of information as and when it comes, but there's a lot going on at the moment, and I'm going to need our best and brightest well rested and able to assist us should we need. I wanted to... this was a conversation I had with Plarg and Lang, but Shabby looks around for a moment and sort of gestures for you to sidestep away from the other students for a moment with her.
Okay.
And my notes.
Is that Trunk Gang that she's addressing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trunk Gang.
Look, as I said, Fane owes me a favour anyway, and that should do you right for a fairly substantial item. But seeing as you are so helpful and you're always going to apparently be at the right place at the right time, Plarg, myself, Lang, Ruxa and Fane have been speaking. We had concerns about the Dragon's Guard on campus, and Ruxa came to us after this whole mascot thing and was questioning whether there was any strange activities going on. Apart from apparently a student throwing something into the stack of mascots, which I'm going to try and investigate unless you know anything about that. They told me about the issue you had earlier today with a slot.
Yep.
Yeah, that was interesting, to say the least.
Well, from the work that you've done with Plarg and with me, and hell, even Lang, who had their doubts about you originally, she seems pretty impressed by you. We wanted to speak to you about maybe getting some extra credit if you would be interested in helping us make sure that the Mage Tower games can go ahead undisturbed.
I would be honored.
If you're interested, obviously pending everything else going on, we were actually hoping to meet you whenever is convenient for you over the next week. We all have office hours at the end of this week that we could meet you in, so together, of course. You can think about it. It's not something that needs an answer immediately, just
Okay.
And then,
we'll definitely discuss it.
turns back to Grayson. I've probably got to go and help out that poor man. Just let me or Nora know if there's anything you need.
Okay.
And Sharbeak leaves you. Nora is trying to collect the mascots together. What do you all want to do?
Nora, I have one more inkling for you here. He's a good little guy.
Oh, thanks.
Do you need help taking them back to where they need to go?
I mean, I think I could do it on my own, but it's up to you. There's a lot going on right now, and seriously, what happened?
I'll come with you and make sure they are safe. Let's walk and talk. Guys, will you come with us?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
Okay, you start making your way to the Dapplewing Manor.
Prospering on their way, if Talana looks not busy anymore, will break away from the group and just tell them, like, he'll catch up with them.
Okay.
If she isn't, like, in furious conversation with somebody.
No, actually, the conversation breaks up pretty quickly, seemingly around the same time that yours does with Sharpbeak.
So he'll go up to her.
Prospering, are you okay?
Yeah. No, I mean, no
Do you
better
know
than
if
I
your
was earlier
family's
this
all right,
morning.
or?
My family is fine. I have
Thank you.
confirmation on that.
By the scale, that's good to hear.
And how is your family?
They're fine too. They're away on business at the moment, but this is awful. I had to have a word with... Fuck, which one is she? Mina. She was trying with Rabina to get some information, but the paper can wait right now. She does make a good point, though. The more that students know, the better. I just feel so bad for Grayson.
I'm sure his family will be fine. It would take quite the effort, I believe, to do any substantial harm.
It's just Bellatrix has gotten involved.
So wait, what you're saying then, Prospering, is that they would require confidence and enough power to even attempt it?
Are you asking Prospering or are you asking Spirit?
Prospering. Sorry, did I say Spirit?
No. I
Okay.
just didn't know if, like, you guys stopped with Prospering.
Yeah, because we left Prospering behind with Talana.
Oh, you stayed.
You don't have
I'm
to. You don't
sorry.
have to have left. You can go. It's up to you what you do. I just think Prospering broke off initially, right?
Correct.
I missed that. That was totally my bad then. I apologize.
Is anyone?
I always
going with
mess up.
like
Yeah,
going
I'm
after
sorry.
Prospering, or are you all going to Dapplewing Manor? What's the?
With Nora.
I think I might stay with Santher.
Yeah, Xanther's going wherever you do. So.
Yeah, but Dravax like kind of locking eyes with that group. Also looks over to Sven and go, Do you think you should talk to Grayson, Sven? Or do you want to wait?
Something
Yes,
pulls
I-
you closer. Not to talk, carry on, just as in like grab Link's arms.
Yes, I should go find Grayson and see if there's anything that I can do.
Okay. I think Santher and I might stay with you all. We'll catch up with you, Aegon, Seymour, Nora.
Xanther nods.
If any of you guys see Lorraine, just make sure she's okay. I didn't see her.
Okay.
Oh, her and I were practicing on the sports field. She knows what's going on. They've she's gone back to her dorms for now.
Aye. That's good to hear.
Something
We'll
gives
link up
you a
later.
smile. Okay. I don't even know what's
This is a
going
lot.
on, Driver X. This is a lot.
I know. Your family's from pretty far away, right?
Oh yeah, no, they're on the other side of Arcavios. It's not the same place. I think they're fine. I think they're fine.
Yeah. We'll just have to be here for the others the best we can.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I just hold Xanther's hand and kind of joins the group.
Squeezes it back.
Comforting.
Yeah, and does
Yeah.
the same. Okay, so anyone want any notable conversations with their NPC counterparts? Like anyone specifically want to ask things?
I will ask Grayson if he knows anything about what's happening.
Okay. I assume you do all like the fluff stuff of like comforting them and seeing if they're okay and blah blah blah, blah. And then like that's the sort
Yeah,
of
I
like
guess.
crux of the conversation is that. Eventually you sort of just hear that as far as he knows there was a supposed attack on Heavenfall or Heavenfell. And whilst university's been able to contact the majority of the other parents of the students here, Grayson's had no contact with any of his family, and it said that the factory where his uncle made the armor for the Dragon's Guard has been a target of these attacks.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, my computer turned off.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
So, Aegon, you're with Nora. You are able to go to Dapplewing and return the mascots, who seem pretty tuckered out by the experience and promptly start to fall asleep in the kennel that Nora set up there. Nora turns to you and says, "You, Witherbloom can't have been too safe. I'm so sorry that somebody threw something into the mascots. Like, what was that about?"
Yeah, we think something just flew through the air and happened to land on them, turning them into a chimera. and then we had to fight it, and they all ran
I
away.
heard it was more of that Icar stuff. Is that still happening? I thought that was over.
Oh no, there's plenty of it.
I'll figure it
This
out.
is going to
for
be
you.
something we're dealing with
I'll
for a
get back
while.
to you. I will get back to you on this.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Seymour's in full investigative mode about this.
Do you know what's happening with the Dragon's Guard? They all left off campus. Like, have you been called away too, or is it just the actual Dragon's Guard? I mean, no offense, but...
I understand. I'm sort of like a liaison officer more than an actual private or lieutenant in the faction. So
It just
I will
feels...
remain at the school as security and representation here. But I guess if they really wanted to, they could call an emergency and maybe haul me over.
Don't go. If Belladros is
won't.
there, then it's messy already.
I will take your advice and I won't.
Well, I just leave it to them to sort it out. This
Do
is...
you know why they'd be targeting Tavenfell at all? Why that would be a thing?
I mean, it's where a bunch of the Dragon's Guard families are, and a lot of the pomp and stuff. It's I'm not really sure. Sorry, 1 second. I think it's Shadrix. I'm trying to get these names. Shadrix is supposed to be in Heavenfell, but I've heard they've been on other business. No one has seen the dragon for a while, but Belladros being there, that doesn't make sense. They're supposed to be to the east.
Hmm.
To the east. Where in the east?
I don't know. It's just where they usually go at, like the sort of boglands.
Be east in the boglands. Okay, that is new information.
I only say this because, well, it's Shadrix and Belladros that were, you know, part of the upset in Grublot. They leveled my town. Belladros did. I thought they'd returned to the east, so I'm just a bit jumpy that they're back.
Understandably so. Do you have any? Well, I mean, I know you don't know where your dad is, but do you have anybody that you know up in Heavenfell?
No, it's quite a different class of area than what I'm used to. She says, sort of, all of a sudden, like, adjusting her clothes as if she's uncomfortable in them. And she's just wearing her, like, normal Strixhaven uniform.
Okay.
Do you have any family? Where are yours?
Mine?
Yeah. They're from the Vastlands,
They're on
right?
a farm. Yeah, they're on a farm in the Vastlands. They're nowhere near any of that.
Okay.
Did you need any help with anything else? And
No, I'm good. If you need a rest from the swamps, don't worry about me. Go look after yourselves.
I'm sorry to hear about your town, Nora. It's disturbing.
Look, my family's already faced what's happened to them. I just hope the same isn't happening to Grayson.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of good people keep on getting caught up in this shit.
Yeah.
What are you lot doing now? Are you heading back to your dorm, or?
Touch
Yes,
base.
I believe that I can only speak for myself, but I am rather worn out, and I think that we can probably approach this problem better after some rest.
So what happened there is that Nora asked that question to those two, but at the same time, you were asked that question by Ruby. So it totally made sense that you don't start as we
Perfect.
break scene over to you lot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just well, Grayson, you're gonna be okay, right? It's we'll get you the information. Do you want to hang out with us a bit longer, or do you want to return to your dorm? I think I'm gonna return to the dorm for a bit now.
Grayson, if you can think on it, if there's any way for us to get to your family's home and to find out what's happening in person.
Sorry, this is to
perhaps-
Grayson.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Then perhaps we could go investigate.
He looks up at you and says, with everything that's gone on and with everything that's happened between my family, myself, and Dragon's Guard and Arik, honestly, he sort of like grimaces and he says, if my uncle's caught up in this, then it's his own fault. His like hands caught in fists.
I understand. Please let me know if there's anything that I can do.
I will do. Seems all of a sudden like Strixhaven is a much safer place than anywhere out there. I just need to know if my parents are okay. And then, yeah, they start to return to the dorms. You lot heading to your dorm?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And Talana just says to you, Prospering, I best go back. Look, if... Sorry, wrong voice. Look, I best go back. If you hear anything else, let me know. My family have been away, but I don't like the sound of a founder dragon popping up and helping the situation, not have to grumble it.
Yeah. There is... We were on the fence with the Arik, but this is just put me over. Granted, I don't know if the Dragon's Guard are any better, but the Arik are definitely not something that this world needs. And I was lucky this time that I had help with my family. But I'm very, very tired. And I'm sure that you are tired as well. But please let me know if you need anything. I am, and honestly, we are. Trunk Gang are here to help.
I know. I just hope this doesn't get as bad as Grimlot. Again, wrong accent, but you know, still Talana. Right. She gives you she goes to give you a kiss on the cheek and squeezes your hands.
He squeezes her hand back.
And she quickly peels herself away to run after the group that she was talking to before. As you all go to your dorms, nothing happens on the way. And you find yourself in a not too familiar hall, but you've been getting used to it in your second year dorms.
Yes. I forgot. They're all nice.
Oh,
now.
sick! Sick ass dorms.
Honestly, the red rug is a mwah.
Mhm.
I'll take off my muddy boots at the bench here.
Nice. I will say, so Seymour, your room is over this way. Prosperine, your room is down here. Because Prosperine's Prismari, right?
Yes.
Just making sure that's the only one I got confused about. This way is Aegon and Sven's room. Not joint rooms. And Drovrak's, yours is over here.
Prospering heads for the bath.
Okay. The bath is very fancy and is over this way.
Oh, actually, yeah. I'll get to my room in a second. A bath sounds great.
You pass the kennels over here and behind you, and then over here's the bathing area.
Dang.
What in the hell is this sarcophagus doing in here?
It's just decoration. It's
That's
a
where
trunk.
we keep Auntie.
It's so that my parents can come over and
It's
stay.
a warning.
A warning is a good.
So this is the bathing / swimming area, and then there's also some like more personal showers and toilets through here.
And which room was Aegon's again? Sorry.
Yours is bottom left. This over that way.
And which one is Sven's?
Same direction.
Oh my goodness.
But
I'm sure you can work out which one's which, Aegon. That's not yours, is what I'll tell you now.
Okay. It's not mine.
excuse me again.
I don't know. I want this. I want this. Yeah.
I have so many. I have instruments and stuff. Yes. This is fun.
They're more themed towards your college because I thought we'd.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, feel
Got
free
a
to
big
explore
grin on
or
my face.
roleplay,
I
do
know
whatever
you
you
can
want.
hear it,
I'm just chilling now.
Sorry, I was busy canceling a certain subscription
Oh
service.
my. D&D begone.
Alright, which
Oh,
yeah.
Indeed be gone. Ooh, I like that.
Which room is mine?
Nice one.
This one right here.
Mhm.
Hello, spirit statue friend. Ooh, a hallway. Wow.
You have a little. I know it's a bit too armory. I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it.
That's why I thought
It's
this
more-
bottom one was theirs, because I was like, is this like a temple kind of thing, or it's a
These are-
fountain thing?
These are so what my idea with what's happening with you, Drovrax, is whilst you're training with your spirit statue, you have been given items and tools, potentially by Plarg, to try and help you attune better with your statue.
I like that.
These are like historical items that will hopefully like help attune the spirits and the echoes that you get through them.
Is there supposed to be something over here?
Over where? Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't see the door icon.
That's a good, nice plant. This table is just overloaded with them.
Yeah.
Bro, where's the door into the bathroom? Hello?
Top
Further
right.
north, I think.
This then.
Oh, I don't have a light. May I have a light, please?
Yeah, one sec.
Ooh, this is sort of like. It has a feeling of like exploring a dungeon, kind of.
Oh my.
None of you have seen my favorite room yet. There you go. That's my favorite room.
The little one? Let me go over there.
Hello.
This is the kennels.
Amazing.
And what's this
I-
little room?
And that's where you can study up with the mascots, like the Inkling mascots or the spirit statues, like play chess with them or whatever it is, whatever you need to help train a mascot
Nice.
in that area.
Cool.
This is super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute. I like it.
I think should we say we'll end the session there then?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm just chilling now.
So I'll say you'll go back to the dorms with the heavy.
Support Benji on his Patreon if you're
thoughts.
listening. Seriously. Go support his Patreon. Look at us just literally all go completely silent and just start exploring his maps. Seriously.
With the thought of whatever's happening in Heavenfall or Heavenfell, you'll go back and try and recuperate for the night. We can do some roleplay in the roleplay chat, but for now, make sure you long rest your characters, please. And yeah,
Can do.
what we're going to do is I want you to know, basically, for next week, you will have had effectively 2 terms worth of downtime, which will translate to 22 weeks. You'll also therefore be earning,
Wow.
if you have a job, it's 85 a week. Sorry, not a week at all. 85 a term, so that would be 170 gold as well. So if you've got a job, yeah, that much money, and also 22 weeks worth of downtime. What's going to happen is we're going to have a couple of scenes in between those things to kind of catch us up on what's going on, and then we'll get straight into the next part, the last sort of day of year 2.
You said 170 gold?
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll have some quick scenes next session, and
Put that in text chat
gonna-
just so that it's.
yeah, well done.
All right.
Oh, you
Thank
already
you.
asked.
And the item thing, should we wait to roleplay that out, or will there be options out of character?
I will say that you have the choice of any item with 500 gold pieces that is of rarity, uncommon, or less.
Like
Obviously,
everyone, or just one item?
one
for the whole
item
group?
for the whole group. I did have a. See, the thing is, I had a whole scene and stuff planned, but with everything that's gone on, it's like, what's the point? We were trying to speedrun this, so I don't know what to do with that, to be honest. We'll probably have like a shortened version of the scene, and I just won't do the mini adventure that I had literally planned and written to go with it. Alas. But yeah,
And
you
we'll
can,
do
you
it
can
in
think of what you want.
Pathfinder.
Yeah, true. You can think of what you want, like out the items. But for example, each uncommon item does have like prices that go with it, and you can't just outright buy like +1 plate armor, because plate armor alone is 1,500 gold pieces. So it's going to be 500 gold pieces and or uncommon or less. But there, you can have a look in like the Dungeon Master's guide if you've got like access to that. For well, you do. Whilst I've still got I've cancelled the subscription on D&D Beyond, but I've still got it until February. So if you want to look up the items there, then you can. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna end stream, and then I'll be right back, and we can do Stars and Mesh.
Okay.
So thank you very much, folks. That is the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It's hard to sort of work out where we're going with all this, but I think we'll get through. I'm just glad they at least got to see this map because it had a lot of work put into it. And yeah, hopefully I can get some form of the modular dorm rooms out on Patreon soon, but we will see. Anyway, cheers for watching, and I'll speak to you soon.